Hi guys. Welcome, sup, happy Friday. Thank you for coming to hang out with me today. Aileen, the heat is not fixed, but it's not the whole apartment. It's just the big one. The heat in my office still works, and the heat in the bedroom still works. So, it's really just cold out there. I have a cat cam. Let me see if I can edit this. Oh, that's a dog butt. That's a dog butt. How much could I do this with? I'm afraid if I stand up, the dog butt will leave. I'm gonna try and edit this without having to stand up. Let's see. Let's go this way. There we go. Oh, yep. Zoom out a little bit. Yeah. This is, there we go. Oh, that's as far down as it goes. Alright, well that's better anyways. That's my dog. What's up, guys? Dog butt. I mean, it's a pretty good dog butt. Alright, welcome. So, as some of you may have noticed, the Hazel VoD emote finally online after like 3 weeks of working on it, and if you're like, Hazel, it looks like you just recolored Hazel Wave to be purple, you would be correct, but in my defense, it took me a really long time. I tried like, I was doing it, I was hand recoloring it because I wanted to experiment with the way this I was doing a bunch of stuff that you're never going to see because it's like this big, basically. But it's finally done, it's out, and that is available as a sponsor emote. I still have another slot that I think I'm just gonna decide on my own. I don't know. I'll come up with something. But in the meantime, we have one new one. So let's just look in the bright side there. So for today's stream, I am going to put up a poll right now to see what you guys want to watch, because I am evenly split right now between doing Void Elf leveling. I'm elf level 69. Or doing BFA leveling, because I need to catch up on that, and either one will not go very quickly on stream, but you know, whichever people want to see, basically. If I'm doing BFA leveling, there is new leveling to do on the BFA alpha, but I ended up switching my alpha characters around, and the one that I had done some leveling on is no longer, and I have a new character that I'm leveling on the alpha, so I'm gonna have to start over anyways. But I'm gonna put up that poll right now. Actually, I'll put up the poll now, and we'll just see. Oh, the other thing I need to check on is the Mage Tower up, because I'm still waiting to do the Resto Druid one, or at least try it. Mage Tower not up. All right, well that solves that problem. All right, so for the poll, how are you guys doing? How you been? Welcome to anybody that's here for the first time. Now's in game. Thank you for becoming a sponsor. Where is my sound? Where's my sound? Was there a GIF? The GIFs should work this time. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I appreciate it. There's the sound in the GIF. I don't know why those are so delayed, but I really appreciate it. Oh man. Oh yeah, I was doing a poll. I'm impossible. Oh, I'm disconnected. Hopefully that's not permanent. GhostNap9001, thank you very much for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Enjoy the sponsor emotes. I really appreciate the support. Your gift should be along momentarily. It works instantly when I test it on Streamlabs, so I don't know what's causing the delay when it just happens naturally, but it will come along eventually. There it is. Did the dog leave? Joker, why don't you go lay down? Alright, well, he's laying down. He's just not on camera anymore. Well, that's okay. I'll just turn it off. He's a little shy. He's a little shy. All right, so we're gonna vote, and we're gonna vote in chat, unless I can do it in the stream. I'll just vote in chat because it's like a faster thing. So we'll do a poll. Poll title: stream activity. Option number 1 is going to be Void Elf leveling, and that's going to be on live. Option number 2 is going to be BFA alpha leveling, and they're basically the exact same thing with different zones. I'm going to run the poll for 2 minutes, and it will not cost any nuts to vote, and you can vote in chat by going ! Vote, and then either 1 or 2 depending on which option that you want, 1 being Void Elf leveling, 2 being alpha leveling, and I will get an overlay running in a second here. Oh, what have I done? It's clicked away from it. Alright. It should be going though. So you can vote in chat. Copy. I will try and catch up with chat in a second here. I got myself another, actually, I redid my monitor situation, basically. What am I looking for? OBS is over here. And I've lost all my windows. I now have enough space for all of my windows, but I have lost them. So I need to remember where everything is set up. There we go. So there's the poll. There we go. All right. Void Elf leveling. Really? I thought for sure you guys would want to see alpha because it's new. Alpha leveling does go much slower. All right. Well, I'm glad I asked. Oh, this tea is good. I was gonna do a pour tea, but I realized I've been drinking basically nothing but those. And I just wanted just a green tea, and this one's like, exactly what I wanted. Although my lipstick's gonna come off in that Chica, that's fine, I can fix it later. It was a sample lipstick that I'm very pleased with, and I immediately got 2 more shades of it because it wasn't very expensive, and it's got like a really nice formula. Just started watching your videos, and you're great. Keep it up. Oh, thanks, Arthur. I don't want to see alpha because I want to avoid spoilers. Oh, I guess that's fair. That's fair for sure. I'm trying to scroll up past the voting to see if I missed any chat. I love your hair. Goals. Aw, thanks. I like it a lot better now than I did when I first dyed it. I feel like it was a little dark before. It was fine, but it was very dark. And I really like this color. I feel like when I do re-dye it, which is going to be, I think, early April, end of March, I'm going to aim for this color, basically. Just, like, touch up the roots a little bit. Here for the first time, welcome. I hope that you enjoy this stream. We pretty much just chat, and then I attempt to play WoW while chatting, but it doesn't really always work out. Thanks for the Shadow Priest tips. It has made me enjoy leveling so far. In fact, I passed you up now. That doesn't surprise me, but congratulations. Oh man, my leveling. I guess I should relog back into WoW. Let's get that rolling. All right, well, Void Elf leveling appears to have won with 77 votes, so I guess we are Void Elf leveling again. All right, the screen should be back momentarily. I'm just restarting the client. There it is. All right, let's turn this one off. Let's make sure we have some game sound on. But yeah, my monitors. So I have them all, so they're all the same brand, and they all match now. And I have a 27-inch monitor right in front. I mean, let me see if I can show you guys what's going on here. No, I'm not going to pick up the camera. If I pick it up, I'm going to drop it in my tea, and it's just going to be a disaster. It happens every time. Oh! Mr. Illintricity. Hang on, how do I... Mr... There's another I. Is it Illintricity? Thank you for becoming a sponsor. I am so sorry I can't say your name for some reason. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad, and I really appreciate your support. I hope that you enjoy your emotes. Oh, I'm scrolling back down. All right. Whew, okay. I have blue hair, and I always go a little darker than my desired outcome, as it usually fades in the first couple washes. Yeah, that's true. And that's true, actually. I guess if I re-dye it to be this color, and then it fades again, it might turn out to be just, like, actually pink, which I guess would be fine, but... Alright, so this is on. That's on. Alright, so I am, as you may have noticed, still in the Borean Tundra, despite the fact that I am 9 levels higher than... No, I'm 11 levels higher than I was when I started, and in case you're watching this and you're going, oh my goodness, I can level 11 levels in the Borean Tundra, don't get too excited. I kind of cheated. I have been, because I've been so slow on this, my Void Elf has been mostly just sort of sitting in Stormwind, and every morning when I sit down and like write my list of stuff to do during the day and I drink my tea, I will take my Void Elf and go do, I'll go do the cooking and the fishing daily in Stormwind, because those give a good chunk of, like, they're a good quest worth of XP each, and they're pretty quick to do. So my fishing is almost 200 now. My cooking is, I had a weird break in sanity where I decided to level cooking despite the fact that there is no reason to do that right now. It'll be much easier to just do BFA stuff in BFA, but I wanted to cook some, I caught some raw longjaw mud snapper, and I was like, I'm gonna cook these raw longjaw mud snappers. So that's what happened. All right, so I've been questing. I think I decided I didn't want to do these because I kept dying to Elite Dragons, and it turns out to not be a good thing to do while you're distracted. I don't really want to go in that big cave. I guess I could do some of the Murloc stuff, although they're going to make me go in the cave. I guess I can go in the cave when I'm doing other stuff in the cave. And then we're almost done. I don't know. We're kind of like halfway through a bunch of stuff. Let's just go do the Murloc thing, because the Murloc thing's kind of cute. Sup, Flabby? It's Bruce Redux from Twitter. All right. Bruce, I can say. Thanks, Bruce. As a stuff of another handle and Interocitor from Thai Island Earth. I may be saying that wrong, but gotcha. Hello, Hazel. I'm getting a gaming PC soon, and I hope to start playing WoW for the first time ever, and your videos will come in handy. Keep up the good work. Aw, man. Getting into WoW for the first time is something that, and this is the dumbest sentence ever, but you only get to do it once, right? And I know a lot of us probably have really fond memories of learning everything and figuring it all out and having those first experiences, and I'm a little jealous. Nothing boring about Borean. Yeah, oh, Murloc's over here. There's some good quest hubs over here. Man, do any of you play WoW on like a big monitor? I've always played in 23s before, and this is really my first time ever playing WoW on anything larger than a 23, and I feel like with 27 inches, like, the stuff that's in the corners of my UI is like really far. I feel like I'm turning my head a lot. I'm sure I'll get used to it, but I really like it for editing. I really like how much room I have to spread out my timeline without having to scroll when I'm editing. So I'm pretty pleased with it. It's not 4K. I did not go 4K. I can't do that until I get a new graphics card, and I can't do that until they become purchasable. And I'm just gonna put the whole thing off for a few months or a year, and then do a big, expensive, unnecessary build. What am I doing? I'm looking. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go do the conch thing. Queue random dungeons while questing. Maybe it was so slow before. I feel like and maybe I only did one, so that's like a really terrible amount of dungeons to judge something by, but I feel like I don't do enough damage to make a dungeon go quickly enough for it to be effective. I've been waiting for my guild to form a group for the Antorus raid, the Summoning Stone. You only get to do something the first time once? No, right? Insights by Hazel. I really like your glasses. Oh, thanks! These are really cheap. They're gaming glasses, but they're the gamma ray gaming glasses, because back when I got gaming glasses, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like them. And I was like, well, I could pay like $70 for Gunners, or I could pay $13 on Amazon for these things. And I turned out to really like these things. I was still considering getting a pair of Gunners at some point, just because I like these frames, but I feel like I've been wearing them for a lot of years. Now, I've been wondering if the new trend, if there's new trends in glasses that I need to be keeping up with. Like, I don't want to be out here looking 2014 by the time 2020 rolls around, you know? Gunner has these ones that I want to try, basically. Where am I target? Oh, the dude I just killed. That guy. I lost his bot. Oh no, I did. No, not the dude I just killed. This guy over here. I gotcha. Thoughts about Shadow Priest BFA? Looks good so far, or too hard to tell, too early to tell what the damage output's gonna look like, but I'm pretty fond of the playstyle of it so far. A friend of mine and I just went to an international store and I found a green teapot just like yours in the British section. It was cool. Did you get it? Because it's a really good teapot. They sell these actually in Stash Cheese as well. I think the brand, it's a For Life teapot, and they sell them in a lot of places, which is good because they're, oh, that's the guy I needed. It's good because they're, it's just a really good teapot. I use a 27, and my interface has been redesigned for that. I'm on a 34, it's almost too big for WoW. Yeah, I might need to, I mean, if I was going to move anything, it would probably be, actually, no, I think it might be okay because, you know, I'm not playing crazy hardcore WoW. I'm not mythic rating. I'm not pushing plus 37 level keys. I pretty much just do my thing in heroic raid. And I think I'm alright. I think I have all the info that I need. Because I'm not healing either, so my healing bars are fine over there. And then when I play arena, my UI is actually already more centered, so I think I'm alright. Use it so my minimap and stuff isn't so small. I don't have a lot in the corners that I need to look at often, yeah. I like to keep specific dungeons where they give you the quests, otherwise I only quest. You've been running Outlands, so that may work differently. No, that's definitely the strategy. I'm just kind of lazy about dungeons, and also a little bit hesitant to inflict myself on a group of people in dungeons while I'm streaming, because I am well known for getting very easily distracted and then doing like nothing. Alright, so we're looking for clams, and then I don't want to go in the cave yet. Should I? Oh no, we need to look for clams before we get more quests, because we need to befriend the Murlocs. Hazel, did you tweet at the stream? No, thanks. Hang on. hold on. Here, I'm sending out the default one. I didn't even put cute words in it, but that's fine. There we go. I tweeted out the vlog today. That's progress, right? Oh man. I have this Facebook page. I put nothing on that one. I need to either commit to actually updating it with every new video. I have this weird thing where I'm like really afraid of bothering people with my videos, even though that's literally what I do, and people probably follow because they want to see videos, because that's what I do, right? But I really don't want to bother people with my videos. So I don't post them places. Oh man. Hey Hazel, I just started watching your videos and I love everything you do. Your favorite WoW streamer. Aw, thanks Marissa. I'm glad to have you here. Current Void Elf Transmug. I am wearing the robe called the High Counselor's Robe. It's a BOE, it's a BOE. Hang on, I don't need to open those yet. Okay, I see, I'm still looking for clams. And then this is the Flower Crown. This is the Lunar Festival Flower Crown. And this staff is the Chillwind Staff. It's a level 40-ish questing reward. Alliance can get one in... Actually, I think both factions might be able to get them in the Western Plaguelands through a quest. Hey Hazel, how are you doing today? Hey Kieran, I'm doing quite well. I answered your question on today's vlog if you haven't seen that already. I specifically remember your name being the first question that I go through. Yeah, no, I'm doing great. I'm a little warm, which is bizarre because it is freezing outside. The window's like right there. but maybe this is just really effective tea. I'm still looking for clams. All right. I feel like I should have more than 2 by now. A girl WoW streamer who doesn't throw her boobs around. I feel like it would be very difficult to throw boobs around. Like they're attached, right? You know. Don't worry, Hazel. You'll never be bellular. What's wrong with bellular? Wait, I forgot what I said. I can't. I forgot what that's in reference to. Are you gonna check out today's micro holiday, Hatching of the Hippogriffs? Oh man, I have missed that one already. Well, no, I didn't miss it already. I missed it last year. I guess I could do it this year. It's like really far. You get a hippogriff to follow you. Can't I just pretend? What if we just open up this, and then we say hippogriff, and I got like a nice little hippogriff hatchling here. It's even like a TCG one. There we go. Look at that. There we go. I participated. Hippogriffs. How do you feel about leveling with the system a second time? This system? You mean like the leveling revamp that they did in 7.3.5? Because this is definitely my first time through it. I've just been doing so very, very slowly. Do you feel like Culture and Humans as an alliance race is a bit boring? I can't imagine people would be so into playing basically a bigger human. I don't think they're boring. I think regular humans are boring. I feel like, and regular humans have always been very popular as well, because some people that play WoW are, you know, maybe it's their first fantasy game, maybe they're a little bit weirded out by the elves and orcs thing, and they just want to play a human. And now they'll have another cosmetic human option in order that, you know, to play with. I think that's good. Can you pick a new transmog on stream today? Maybe. I kind of want to do my Void Elf transmogging once I'm 110 and I have access to, like, everything. 10-1, thank you very much for the super chat. Hi. Hi, appreciate that. 10 more days and the Trial of Style is up. Will you stream Trial of Style? Hang on, when is the Trial of Style? Like, does it happen on a stream day? Trial of Style ends midnight. There's the sound. I think the GIF happened. Trial, yeah, so yeah, absolutely. I will do it on Friday stream. I'll do it on Friday stream because it ends after Friday stream. So yeah, 2 weeks from now we'll do a Trial of Style stream. I don't see why not. Maybe not for the whole stream, but maybe for the whole stream. Okay, so now we're going for, now we need, should there not be more? Oh, here it is. I'm thinking, I know there's another quest. So we're going to kill Winterfin Murlocs. This is an easier one for me to do without having to actually look at what I'm doing. It's become a bit of a meme to pick on Bellular. Oh, I see. Well, that's not fair. The poor man works hard. Do you think Alliance will ever get high elves? No, there's so many elves, and high elves would have to look like they may, like, if they're gonna do high elves, I would see it like 3 expansions from now in completely visually redesigned, like not just blood elves, like new skeleton basically. And I think there's too many other options. We have enough elves. You get nothing permanent for the micro holiday? Yeah, I really like that they're skippable, but that does usually mean that I tend to skip them. Bellular is great when there is content. When it dries up, that's when the Bellular blood rage begins. Oh no. He's allowed to sleep. Norma put me on a budget for the store and I couldn't get the pot I wanted to. That's alright, It's important to have things to look forward to. There's lots of things that I would like to get that I'm not allowing myself to get until I reach, like, I don't know. Some of them I'm just putting off indefinitely until it makes more sense to spend the money. Like, I really want to get this arm tattooed, because right now I'm just lopsided. And I got this one done like 5-6 years ago, and I really want to get the other one done, but it's just not, it doesn't make sense to spend money on that one. I need to save money for other stuff. And then, human diplomacy, when you want it, you want it. Culture and Humans, the same case as Lightforged Draenei, they all look the same to me. Yeah, I mean, Lightforged Draenei do look very much the same. I was surprised that they went with that as an allied race, because that's, I mean, I guess it makes sense because we just encountered them on Argus, but was anybody asking for those? I feel like when people were talking about sub-races and they talked about Draenei, they were talking about Broken, like the ones that we got in Outland. I think potentially more people will play Lightforged than Broken because they're just like a little prettier, but a bunch of my friends who have chronic disabilities like playing the healthy humans who are an exotic race like us, or for us. I like other species, but there's good crowds for both. Hey, hello Hazel, I would like to know about the mic you use, please. Oh, you're so polite. This is a Rode NT1A. It's their anniversary edition. It actually came with the pop filter and the shock mount. That all came together. I got it on Amazon. It is linked in my Amazon recommendation shop, which is amazon.com/shop/Hazelnuttygames or Hazelnuttygames/shop. It's shop/Hazelnuttygames. And it's a little expensive. It's $230 for the package. I just wanted to spend a bunch of money on a mic, and it is an XLR mic, so you will need an interface to basically translate it into USB. If you're looking for a USB mic for like podcasting, YouTube, streaming, I would say the Blue Yeti is my pick. It's a little bit awkward to get onto a mic stand, but I have a mic stand that works with the Blue Yeti in that same shop. And Blue Yeti's like $100, and it sounds almost exactly the same as this one. It was funny, when I actually switched mics, nobody noticed. Full disclosure, anytime I talk about the shop, I am plugging a little bit because I do get a tiny commission whenever people buy stuff on Amazon through that shop, even if it's not the thing on the actual shop. I once so easy trial style as a blood elf with a void elf. I could lose, as if I could lose elf, please. It took me so many tries to win on my gnome. Like, I did it, last time trial style came around, I did it on every armor type. I took a mail, leather, cloth, and then plate through. And some of them I found were easier than others. My gnome was hard to get wins on, and nobody wanted to vote for my male Draenei either, and he was just so beautiful. Hi, Hazel. Sup, Aileen? How are you doing? I asked for the hair, mainly the facial hair. The hairstyles on all of the allied races have so far just been out of this world. And it makes me a little bit sad, just because if that's where all of their hairstyle creating energy has been going, it doesn't really bode well for us getting new hairstyle options on the existing races, because they've said they don't want to allow other races to use the allied race hairstyles. They want that to be unique to the new allied race, which I can find, sure. But that whole thing makes me feel like we're not likely to get new hairstyle options for the existing races, and the new hairs look so good. They're so cool that I just want them on everything. But it's just going to make me re-roll every character that I actually play to an allied race. Or, well, I've already re-rolled my priest to an allied race. The only other thing I play is a resto druid, and so far they have not been getting druids in allied races. I guess there's Sandalwood trolls, but those are horde. Have you seen Brown Orc female customization? I have not yet looked at any of the customization. I've seen like thumbnails of it, and I've really liked what I saw there. But I haven't actually gone through and looked at it piece by piece, and I might do a video of that. I know there's new flirts and sillies, so I'm probably just going to react to those because I've started a thing now, and I'm going to keep doing it. Yeah. I'm a goblin rogue. My pirate transmog seem to win a lot. Ooh, that's a good one. I guess, yeah, theming things. Theming things is probably good. Oh yeah, we're rescuing tadpoles. Let's do that. I really hope Draenor orcs aren't for Alliance. They're not going to be. There's no way. No way. Absolutely not. Nah. Favorite pizza toppings. I enjoy my pizza topped with Mediterranean stuff. So I like a little spinach, I like a little sun-dried tomato, a little feta cheese, a little gorgonzola cheese maybe, a little artichokes, you know, garlic cream sauce. There's a specific pizza from a Portland pizza chain called Bellagio's that is called the Mother Earth, and it's basically artichokes on a garlic cream sauce with sun-dried tomatoes and gorgonzola cheese, and I think there's spinach. And they make this really good crust, and I have to stop talking about it because I'm making myself kind of hungry. How cool would Void Elf Demon Hunters be? The Heritage Armor wings could be Demon Wings with triple jump. I'm a little surprised that they did not allow the two new elf allied races to become Demon Hunters. I understand that there's some weird lore stuff around Demon Hunters that makes them only be those types of elves, and that, like, timeline-wise, it would be just absolute nonsense. But I've never been strongly affected by the timelines of stuff. I mostly just want stuff that looks cool. So I'm a little disappointed. Having pizza right now. I added your U account, I think. Do your yellow glasses work? Yeah, they do. They work to the point that I have to, when I'm when I'm color correcting my vlog, which you'll notice is a little different every time because I still don't know what I'm doing. But when I'm doing color correcting work, when I'm editing my videos, I have to take my glasses off because I used to make the mistake of some of my old videos, or all of them, were like overly blue looking because I was color correcting to compensate for my yellow glasses that I was wearing because I was kind of dumb and didn't remember that I was wearing yellow tinted glasses. So I figured that out. It's the same reason I went through a little phase of having videos that were really, really out of sync audio-wise. Vlog specifically, because I was lining up the audio manually in my software, and I was using wireless headphones that had some latency, and I was compensating for that, where it was bad. Favorite tea? That is a hard question to answer. Probably a pu'er tea. It's hard for me to pick one, though. How does one find a partner for rated arenas? I'm a PvP noob help. That is the #1 hardest part to playing rated arenas, is finding nice people to play with. Back when I did it, it was an exercise in suffering. LFG, patience, and then when you find people that are both around your skill level that you get along with, you add them, you send them baskets of mini muffins, you tweet their moms on their moms' birthdays, you don't let that person go. It's hard. It's a hard life. That's why I don't play anymore, basically, is because it takes too long to find people that you get along with that are on your skill level. It's usually a pick one situation, and you need to have both of them, otherwise you're not going to be having any fun. Hey Hazel, hope you're well. I got the Wild Dream Rider today. Grats! That is, in my opinion, the best of the Paragon rep mounts. I never did get my Stormheim one. I kind of gave up after Allied Races came out. I was a little bit more interested in doing these things. It'd be easy to say you were recruited later. Yeah, I mean, why can't we teach classes? I mean, if Night Elf Druids can teach Worgen how to Druid, I mean, I guess Worgen they got Druids because they can already turn into dogs. The rest of it isn't that big of a stretch. But, you know, that was the lore. The Night Elves taught the Worgen how to do it properly. So why can't everybody teach everybody how to do everything? Why add a whole new race when Brown Orcs can just be a customization option? Why not? What editing software do you prefer? I am an Adobe person. I use Adobe Premiere. I use Premiere Pro. I have the Adobe Creative Cloud where I give them a whole bunch of money every month, but in return they let me use all of the software, so I use Premiere Pro. Any plans or chance you'll ever stream on Twitch? I have a whole video talking about that one, but basically, nah, probably not. Probably not. I like it here. This works really well for me. Where am I going? We're going in here. Should we go get Glurgle's head, or should we... Let's just get this cavern reading. But yeah, no, I like streaming on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch, and I just prefer it here. I find that the chat's a lot better here. Like, because Twitch has such a dedicated community of people that sort of like flicks between streams and browses between streams, you start to get a bunch of people that have never seen you before, which is good for getting new exposure. But you also get people that drive by and just troll with no intention of ever chatting or being a part of the conversation. And I find we get less of that over here. Sweetest tea that I drink? I mean, it depends on how much sugar you put in it. I'll make my chai tea pretty sweet. Like when I make a proper thick chai where you actually brew the chai tea in milk, and then I add like a bunch of brown sugar to that one's pretty sweet. And then sometimes I like a sweetened peach tea with sugar, but for the most part, I can't drink sugary tea because it's just so bad for my teeth. My birthday is in 9 days. Happy early birthday. Northrend is one of my favorite places in WoW. I'm glad somebody likes it, because I don't. Getting Legion for my birthday. First time ever catching the stream live. Welcome to the stream, Peyton. Any tips on leveling Alliance? I made a Worgen Rogue and I want to get it to 110. I usually main Horde. Good zones, good Alliance zones for leveling are the ones that are kind of clustered south of Stormwind. I really like leveling, especially now post-scaling. Doing Westfall, doing Duskwood, doing Northern Stranglethorn. Those are good zones with efficient quests and cool stories. And I also have a video talking about leveling in the new leveling world, and my biggest recommendation is to concentrate yourself between the levels of 1 and 60 at least on the low-level zones, because there's less travel time in them because they were designed for characters that did not have access to mount training. Get BFA boost Horde. Final Cut is good for Mac users. I have also heard that. I've never used it. I do have a Mac, not for this, but my laptop that I baking streams on is a Mac. I just got into Premiere first, and Premiere does work on my Mac too. Do you drink peppermint tea? I'd actually, as a gift from one of you guys on my mail time, I got a big bag. Actually, I think it was Alien Deck. I got a big bag of peppermint rose tea, like a big bag of it. And I've been drinking that in evenings. Like whenever I need tea, but I know I can't have caffeine, I'll pull out some of that. William, thank you for the super chat. Have a great Friday stream. Thank you. I hope that you also enjoy the Friday stream. Do you like jasmine green tea? I do. I'm drinking some right now, although it's getting kind of cold. Least favorite expansion that I played through? Because I started playing in Wrath, like the end of Wrath, and then, you know, I have played ever since. So my least favorite of those would probably be Wrath. Just because there was a lot of quality of life changes that have happened since then that have really improved the game for me. Like back in Wrath, I liked to collect pets, but I also liked to switch alts. And that meant collecting over again because they weren't account-wide back then. Big Fire, thank you for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I appreciate your support, and I hope you enjoy the emotes. They could have done better with the Demon Hunter Order Hall. Really, all of the halls you can't mount in. Yeah, it's a little unfair, some of the halls. Like, I was just kind of living my life in my priest hall, being like, well, this place is fine, I guess. It's a little I never really liked the priest hall, but it was fine. Oh no, I did not want to anger that. Ooh. And then I get a druid leveled up, and I'm like, I can mount here, I can fly here, I have a mailbox here, I have portals to everywhere, I can port to it whenever I want. What is this? This isn't fair. What am I, who are we? I think I have to fight him. There you are, Alien Duck. I dare you to call your husband on stream and prank him. No. No. He would probably freak out if I called him because we only really text each other. If I called him, he would probably think I'm dying, and that's just mean. Do you drink sweet tea or other kinds of tea? I don't really drink sweet tea. I'm very cavity prone, so I have to watch what I drink, but I drink other kinds of tea copiously. I'm late to the stream. Have a lovely stream, Hazel. Good night. See you later, Stilton. Julia, thank you for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I hope that you enjoy the stream, and I really appreciate having you here. Glad to hear you're enjoying the tea. It's nice. It's nice. Although I will say, I've discovered that I can't really have it when I'm editing because it puts me to sleep. Like, I start drinking that tea, and I'm immediately sleepy. And I know it's just peppermint tea. It's not good as anything in it to actually knock me out, but it really makes me tired. So I have to, like, finish my work and then get into the winding down phase of the evening and, like, just sit down and have a little bit of that before I go to bed. I'm trying to find the part of the cavern where I can... Oh, you know what? You take the cavern reading at the entrance of it. Oopsie-daisy, I forgot. Heading on out here. Turkey, thank you for the sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Holy sponsor train. I don't know if that's ever happened to us before. I appreciate it. Oh, man. Really glad to have you guys here. When does your one legendary patron spot open up again? Yeah, I've had a couple of people ask me about that, actually. I plan on opening the spot on the 1st. So the 1st of every month. On the 1st of every month. So the next one is going to be on a Thursday. It's probably going to be in the morning. Because every month in the 1st of the month, I basically take half a day and I sit down and I do the Patreon stuff. Like, I get the prints done and mailed out if I have them done by then. I do the Battle Pet giveaway, I update the spreadsheet, like I do all this stuff. So I will probably do that on Thursday morning on the 1st. Are you ever coming to England? I would love to one day. I enjoy a lot of British culture exports, and my family is from England a couple generations ago. My great-grandparents were born in England, so I don't 2-3 generations ago. So I would love to, but I've never been off the continent. I've really never been very far. I would like to visit one day. What is your favorite class mount? This one probably. I like this one a lot. For ones that I have. For ones that I don't have, the Rogue one. The Rogue Bird. I'm a big fan of the Rogue Bird. Billy Wood, thank you for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I hope you enjoy the stream. Glad to have you here. Hazel, you gotta take the reading. Thank you. I swear I am better at doing things when I'm not streaming. This is why a lot of stream activities get vetoed. Like, you may notice as you watch streams that a lot of them are like time walking or leveling or, you know, mount runs. And this is why. I am not capable of doing anything else. And then, like, when I actually do have to try and focus and play, like if I was going to do an arena stream, back when I used to do arena streams on Twitch, I would have to ignore chat for like huge chunks of time because games are kind of long. Oh, I was supposed to escort somebody to safety. Oh, Lurgleburr, I'm sorry. I'm coming back for you, buddy. Where are you at? Oh, man. If you like green tea, you should try Dragon Pearl tea. It's my favorite. I do enjoy a good Dragon Pearl tea. I don't have any in my cupboard right now, but I have had it before. Screw waiting around for BlizzCon. I'll never get there, but I can get art from Hazel. Do you like Eversong and Silvermoon? Two Setters 2, thank you for the sponsorship. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I hope you enjoy the emotes. And speaking of emotes, I need to check to see when we open up another slot. Oh, we failed this. I'm amazed that it took that long to fail it. Thank you. Let me finish the question I was reading before. Eversong and Silvermoon for visuals and music. I don't know if I could tell you what the music is off the top of my head for Eversong and Silvermoon. It's been a while since I've been there, but the twisty trees are a special favorite of mine. I've always enjoyed the twisty trees that you see up there in that area. Squirrel Squad, cutest thing that you hear today. I know I'm not a sponsor, but how about a Taparthos emoji for sponsors? How do sponsors feel about that one? Least favorite WoW race, also opinion on Volpera. I feel like with the least favorite WoW race, I'm gonna hurt somebody's feeling. Like somebody has loved that race and played it since the day that it happened, and they've just, that's part of their identity now, and if I say that I don't like it, they're gonna cry. I'm glad that you're getting so many sponsors today. You guys are amazing. I bet you will beat me in PvP any day. I mean, I play in PvP. I play a Resto Druid in Arena, so... I was gonna go back for Lurgelbur. I've lost him. He's so... Alright, no, we're not leaving him behind. I'm going to find him, and we're going to get him out of there. It's happening. But yeah, so I play a Resto Druid, so I probably wouldn't beat you, but I might heal somebody that beats you. And, you know, it's less violent. I just burnt my cookies. They were black. I forgot about them. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's so sad, because then, you know, I mean... I don't know if your fire alarm does this, but if you cook anything to be even slightly dark in my apartment, the fire alarm goes off and it's like way up at the ceiling, so you gotta like stand in a chair that's very unsafe and like try and... Anyways. But you're like, there's like loud screeching noises and it smells really bad and you don't get to eat cookies. It's just also very sad. Alright, so it's up. So I probably want to go up here and then around a corner. Not black void cookies. Item level, my gnome priest is 964. Need a queue for your legendary patron spot. Yeah, you're probably right. I've never needed one before. This is new to me. I'm trying to figure out the fairest way to handle that. Yeah. I could consider just opening it and then having the queue be like, I could just open it to anybody that wants it, and then everybody's that wants it gets in on the 25 or on the monthly mail like immediately. And then when you sponsor, I take your name and I take your commission, and it's just kind of delayed. Jacob Lee, thank you for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I hope you enjoy the stream. Did we find Lurgle? Oh, I accepted it and then I abandoned him. Lurgle, I'm coming back. Here he is. We're going to send a marker on him. Oh, he's way back here. Oh, no, here he is. Is that somebody else's Lurgelbur? Oh, no. We're good. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, maybe, if people were down, is I just open it up, and then you can get on the monthly one, and then I take the commission, and I do it when it happens. Like, you might have to wait a while for the personal commission to come out. You might have to wait a couple months, but I'll just work through them in the order that I receive them. I might consider doing that if people are interested. Hazel, what UI are you using? It's a couple different pieces. The main bits of it, Bartender 4 for the bars, Shattered Unit Frames up here, Gnosis is my cast bar, and that's most of it. It's mostly just Bartender. The East Court Quest respawn timer is long. We went back for him. He's gonna be okay. They smell so bad. Oh no! Did you meet your husband through WoW? No, I did not. Hey Hazel, how's it going? Hey VJ. Speaking of cooking, how did you like the cheesecake you made a few days back? It's awesome. Hearts, thank you for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. You guys are too much. I really appreciate it. I'm glad to have you here. The cheesecake is really good. The cheesecake is really good. We're like 2/3 through it, and I've been having one piece per day because I know that eating more than one piece of cheesecake per day is probably not good for me. But it's been nice. The cinnamon in the graham cracker crust is a really nice touch that I don't think I've had in another cheesecake. I would definitely do that again. What are the requirements to unlock Dark Iron Dwarf when we can? We don't know yet, but I can almost guarantee you that you're going to need to complete a questing achievement in a Battle for Azeroth zone related to the Dark Iron Dwarves, if there is one, and you will need to rep up with a faction. It's just going to be a questing achievement and then another rep, but we don't know yet. Need to get some sleep. Bye, Hazel. See you later. I hope that things look up for you, Crimson Entity. Why did you decide to level more than one priest? I'm basically re-rolling, but the reason why I'm completely re-leveling it as opposed to just boosting it or race changing is because I want to access the heritage armor and because I wanted to level again. Why? Oh, respectfully asking. Of course. I got confused looking for your Twitch link in your last video to catch your live streams. I feel dumb now. Don't feel dumb. It's a completely natural response. Not very many people stream on YouTube, and it's a weird place to do it for sure. All right, let me. I'm gonna scroll to the bottom and catch up again. Is that your natural hair color? No, it's not. I did a video like back when I dyed it, like late December. There, I put a video, a hair dye vlog, basically. I couldn't make muffins this week. I forgot eggs. Oh no. Allied races shouldn't pick sides. They should have had the option to pick either side. I think that makes sense for some, but I think other ones picking sides is probably okay. Why not make everyone sign up? You'll pull the name out of a hat every month, and every month you're waiting, you get an extra name tag in the hat. An extra name tag in the hat. Oh, so it's like random as to when I do it? Like when I do the commission? Or for just adding in. Yeah. Yeah, I could do it as a drawing. Great stream, I have to go. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Marissa. Murloc is slower than Moosey's grandma and High Mountain. He's a pretty slow Murloc, but you know, he needed our help, and we got it to him. It took us a minute, but we got him his help. I'm wanting to go in your legendary level, and I like that idea. All right. I will post an update. I'm not going to re-record the Patreon video where I talk about it. I'm not going to re-record that because I just re-recorded it, and I feel like every time I upload that, it's a little bit selloty of me, so I'm not going to do that again, but I will put a big post, and I'll edit the text. And I may get more than one of the commissions done every month, but I just don't want to guarantee it. I don't want to have people waiting for something that I promised them that I just can't do. Because those take me minimum 3 hours each, and usually a little bit more depending on what it is. Because I don't draw very quickly. I'm not very good at it. Hazel, meetup ideas for BlizzCon. Brainstorm go. What do you mean meetup ideas? Like, aren't we just gonna, like, say hi at BlizzCon? Or you guys want to meet up with each other? How's your EU Hunter going? EU Hunter? Well, my EU character's a priest so far. Like, once I unlock allied races, or once I unlock the Nightborn allied race, I'm gonna make my Hunter then. My priest, I have her add-on set up, and I have started doing Surmar quests, but it's going kind of slow because I have no gear, and I'm wondering whether or not I should do Argus to get gear for it, or if I should just go through because I really want to do the Hunter instead. Why isn't the Murloc suit a toy? That's a great question. If Draenor or Orcs are coming, then will another race that looks like an already existing one be coming for the other faction? Yeah, Cultura and Humans. Cultura and Humans for Alliance. I'm glad I was finally able to help with sponsoring. I don't buy bread. Thank you for the super chat. The Barthos really likes this stream. I appreciate that, but why don't you buy bread? Do you make bread, or do you just not like bread? Do you think we'll get more allied races beyond Culturans and Mag'har? Oh yeah. Maybe not for BF8 launch. I wouldn't, and honestly, Culturan and Mag'har may not even be for BF8 launch. We'll see. But I think that allied races is a framework that they have now set up that they can add to pretty much whenever they want. So I don't see why they would stop. There's a hairstyle for belts where they have a braid over their chest. When you look up the hair, points 45 degrees into the air. Oh dear. Not random luck. You'll start getting bugged about legendary protection. Yeah, bad luck protection. The battle peg giveaway I think is enough RNG. Alright. That's probably about as much as we can do. You say you level slow, but my first allied race is only level 30. That's true. It's true. It's not that slow. Are you friends with an item level at 1000? Am I friends with an item level 1000? It really depends on what item level Flabby is, because he's probably my highest achieving WoW friend. But I don't know. I haven't looked. I read that in Barthos' voice. Have you ever got another game? It takes time from playing WoW. My guild leader thinks I need to play more WoW instead of my new game. Yeah. Whenever I get into, and this hasn't happened in the last couple of years since I got more into YouTube, but I used to get into Dark Souls in a big way whenever a new Dark Souls game would come out. And that would definitely take away from WoW. Is it Subnautica that you've been playing? I know you've been talking about that one a lot. The Barthos. Squirrel shirts. I need to. There's a lot of things I need to do. Are you getting on your gnome priest with a void elf? I am making a void elf priest, and then I'm going to play this one instead of my gnome, but I'm not going to delete my gnome. I'm looking for a whale somewhere. There's a whale down here somewhere. Or no, there's Glurgle. Glurgle's head. Where is Glurgle? What, do you guys know where Glurgle is? Is this like Waldo? Is he underneath? Oh, there he is. Oh, Glurgle is a whale. Oh, I found him. Do you have a PS4? We do, actually. Yeah, we do have a PS4. I played Bloodborne on the PS4, and I have not played any game since. I'm making my Nightborn a Hunter. I've never really played Hunter, and I want that DPS. I really like the look of Nightborn Hunter. I'm really excited to play one on EU, because that's like, EU is going to be like my horde space, and they just look really nice. I like the earrings. Have Cultura and Humans being confirmed? No. Honestly, Mag'har Orcs haven't been confirmed. I think they've been very heavily hinted at because in addition to them being in the customization options, they are also, I think Ion said something about them. They was like an off note, but I don't think anything has been confirmed. But, you know, we're on YouTube. We're talking about WoW news. Everything is confirmed if you believe it in your heart. Subnautica. People guess there will be 12 allied races in total, 6 aside. Yeah, maybe. I don't see why not. I don't see why there couldn't be more. I unlocked Nightborn, but I barely leveled because I was leveling a Warlock just as the other races were released. Leveling is definitely a time oh, I'm looking for Whale Blubber, that's right. Leveling definitely a time investment these days. You really kind of have to prioritize a little bit. I definitely thought when they did allied races, because I hadn't tried the new leveling system yet, I was like, all right, I'm gonna make this character as a light force, I'm gonna do this character, I'm gonna do this character, and I start leveling this one. I'm like, oh boy, I'm not doing any of that. I would love to see a Dark Souls stream. Oh man, I used to do Dark Souls streams. Nobody watched them though, like nobody. The Dark Souls streams were actually to myself. I still have a whole Let's Play of Bloodborne on my channel in a playlist somewhere, and it's like 90 views an episode, maybe. Which was a long time ago, and it's a non-WoW game. I totally get it. I don't think it's particularly entertaining, but I'm probably just going to make content for WoW because that's what people expect. For the first time in forever, I'm finally able to catch a Friday stream. I've been working every time during it for the past 2 months, but I worked the morning shift this time, and here I am. Welcome, Sean. I'm glad you made it. Man. Fridays are a good time. I've not got enough orcas stuff yet. I'm running to the shore like I'm done. I'm not done. Thank you for your content. Help me through some bad times. Just hearing your happy attitude makes me happy too. Aw, shucks. Even though my main is a priest, you inspired me to go for a Nightborn Shadow Priest to get the heritage armor. It's been a lot of fun so far. Nightborn Shadow Priest is the other big, like, Priest and Hunter, I think, are my two favorite looks on Nightborn. What pet does the Nightborn Hunter have? I think they start with, like, a Mana Saber. Kind of, it looks a little bit like the, one of the mobs from Surmar, I think. During the Q&A, the Blizzard guy confirmed Draenor Orcs. Well, it depends on your definition of confirmed, but yeah, he did definitely mention it. Or maybe I need to watch it again. I haven't watched it in a while. Maybe he did confirm it. Maybe he said, I guarantee you, and you can sue me if I'm wrong, that we're getting Draenor Orcs. But yeah, it's almost certainly happening. Did you ever look up Lucas the Spider? I forgot to ask last week. I did look up Lucas the Spider. And I saw the one where he was playing the little piano, and then I watched like 3 more of them because he's just very cute. And it's just little teeny tiny super cute videos. I'm glad to see that there's a market for animation like that. Two more. I feel like I've been doing these so slowly that they're respawning before I have to go find more. Hello, Hazel. Hello, Gustav. How are you doing? Said in an interview we're getting Draenor Orcs, which Draenor is still speculation. Yeah, I mean, Brown, Draenor, Magheart Orcs, it's all the same thing. Blizzard probably didn't want 3 elf races on the Alliance. We need a link for your Bloodborne playthrough. I want that. Oh, ugh. It's in there somewhere. If you go, I have a playlist for... I guess it's... I made a mega playlist, so I don't know if they're in individual playlists. Ugh. It's old. I was thinking, and it's probably a little presumptuous of me to... because it's a little early to be planning this, but I was thinking if things continue to go well on the channel and we reach 100k subs, I was thinking of what I wanted to do for that. Because, you know, that's a milestone. That's something that you want to celebrate. And one thing that I wanted to do is if I can get my stuff together to get some shirt designs that I'm happy with, I would like to launch shirts around then. But the other thing I was thinking of is, like, for a video, I was thinking of reacting to some of my really old videos, because that's a thing I've seen people do that I always enjoy watching, and it's gonna hurt because they're pretty bad. Dark Souls, you uploaded the streams. I have some Dark Souls guides, actually. Like, if you dig far enough back in the non-WoW section of my YouTube channel, you'll find all sorts of weird stuff. I have some Dark Souls boss fight guides, and I have, one of them was actually, like, a guide as to how to get to a certain bonfire in was it Dark Souls 2? Dark Souls 2 DLC, and that one got some good search traffic because the bonfire was just really hard to find. Hello, Hazel, how are you? What's up, Horizon Sweep? I'm doing really well. We're looking for the Claw of Claximus. Is Claximus back in the cave? Oh, man. Enter the caverns. All right. Oh, that's right. Under the pretext of surrender. So I get to actually use this thing. All right. There we go. This is the stuff. This is the reason why I wanted to do this question. This is kind of fun. So WoW Classic really coming. Yes, it is coming. It will not be for a while, though. I would not expect it anytime soon. I would not expect it until, like, 2019. And it's going to be a while. I'm here now. Finally caught you streaming. Welcome. Can you use the Void Rift racial? I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, once I get out of this dark cave. Remind me again if I forget, but once I get out of the dark cave, I will try and remember to use the racial so that you can see it. Have you tried the Surge yet? I've been interested. The Surge? No, I've never heard of that. Thanks for the Argesian Reach Rep tutorial. Helped me a lot. Almost exalted. Man, you're almost there. Do you have your new Void Elf, like, all planned out for when you're done? Or maybe you're just grinding rep, but... favorite class hall mount, even though the question is way outdated. The ones that I have, I really like I'm lost. Of the ones that I have, I really like the priest one, but the rogue bird, I think, is my favorite. I like the Rogue Bird a lot. Have you ever played any other MMOs? I've tried them all. I haven't really stuck with any of them except for Black Desert Online, which I had to stop playing because I didn't have time for it. But I really liked BDO because it was just a very different experience from WoW. Conceded Don't Starve 2. Don't Starve were my first videos. I made Don't Starve videos before I ever made any WoW videos. Those are old. Those are old. Those are living proof that nobody's good at anything when they start doing it. Was it scary when you started to create content on YouTube? Yeah. I mean, it's not scary as in, like, nothing's gonna kill you. I definitely remember it being a little bit, I'm super lost. It's a little nerve-wracking, especially when you've, like, worked really hard on something and then you put it up and you see what people think of it and you're like, oh dear, that's not what you want. But, you know, I went into it pretty late, I would say. Well, not late, but I started WoW I started YouTube in, like, 2013, which was well after the beginning bubble of YouTubers, so I'd already seen people go through all the stuff. So whenever comments were bad or a video didn't do well or whatever, I'd already seen a bunch of people that I looked up to go through it, so I knew it wasn't really me. And if it was something like technical I needed to figure out, then you can kind of do that without being too offended by it. Where the heck is Claximus? I knew I didn't want to come back in this cave. I'm really glad this costume does not have a duration. It's a Dark Souls Bloodborne-esque game with robots. Oh, okay. I'm just running back and forth. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Let's get the costume back on. I'm leveling both a Lightforged Draenei Hunter and a Void Elf Warlock, both now 84, and in the Jade Forest. There's a good place to quest. I'm planning on doing Jade Forest too. Do you play trading card games? I had a Magic phase, like many people. I definitely had, this seems like a good bet. I definitely had a Magic phase. I didn't really play Magic because I wanted to. I played Magic because my friends were really into it, and I just wanted to hang out with them at parties. Same reason I started playing WoW, actually, too. But the trading card game that I actually liked was the WoW TCG. I tried to make all of my friends play the WoW TCG with me. I bought them all starter decks. Nope, I'm lost. I'm actually just lost. Favorite Easter egg pop culture references in WoW? There's a lot to choose from. There are. They don't really stick out to me, though. They don't really stick out to me. Like, I can't think of a whole lot, like, off the top of my head. Hi, Hazel. Came back to WoW after not playing since Wrath. I played a few classes over Legion, having trouble choosing a main. Do you have any suggestions on how to choose? How to choose a main? Sounds like a video idea. I would say process of elimination, you know? That's a good place to start. Like, figure out what role. Like, do you want to be ranged DPS, melee DPS, healer, or tank? That narrows you down. And then look at your options and say, well, this one looks dumb in skirts. This one doesn't have any races that I like. This one, just like roll them out, basically. And then once you have a couple options left, you can kind of follow your heart. But I find it easier to choose things that I don't want to do than choose things that I do want to do, at least at first. That might be awful advice, but I don't know what to say. Love Pandaria. I am so excited to level in Pandaria now that I think we actually found it. Oops. I keep forgetting that every time I use a spell, I cancel that thing. That's fine. I'm really excited to level in Pandaria while being able to... Oh, no! It's been... Since when is faction tagging a thing? This is 2018. But yeah, I'll be able to fly. I'll be able to fly while leveling in Pandaria, and I've never been able to do that before. I've never actually gone and gotten that heirloom book that you used to be able to get off the Black Market auction house, so it'll be good. Peer pressure. I miss Fulgen. Draenor is pretty. Shame everyone hated WoD. I didn't hate Warlords. It was just a little bit of a lack of stuff to do at the end, and I actually had a pretty good time. I've seen a few times. It was 30%. I'm sure I'll pull the trigger with WoW content. Why don't you stream on Twitch? Because I like it here. Also, I have a bot command that'll link you to the video that I did in that. With pop culture references, I love everything about the goblins. They're hilarious. Play the class trials of the role that you want to see what you want. Oh, that's a good idea. Your favorite pop culture reference is The One Ring. I love when they implemented the Robin Williams NPC. That's a good one. WoD problem was the quantity of content, not the quality. The content was good. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. There just wasn't enough stuff to do, and because there wasn't enough stuff to do, people had to spend too much time in things like the garrison. Like, there was nothing wrong with the garrison. It was just because you were always there. I guess there was probably some things wrong with the garrison, but because if it was just a home base that you would go to while you know, in between going and doing all of this other cool stuff, that would have been fine. But there's people just lived there. Do you remember the poison spitting statues in Dark Souls 2? I hated them. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are good. I played Dark Souls 2 quite a bit. I did a soul level 1 run of Dark Souls 2 where you don't level your character. It's kind of like a challenge run. And I didn't quite finish it. I made it to the very second to last boss. I couldn't beat Watcher Defender. It was a very hard time. But those are gross when you get one shot by them. Hazel Void, I'm out. Catch you later. See you later. Best places to level Alliance 1 to 20? 1 to 20. 1 to 20. I really like, for 1 to 10, well, I don't know if it's a good place. I think the human areas are the best ones, for efficiency. I really like leveling in the elf areas, but that's just because they're pretty. Hi, Hazel, sup, Kidney Powers, how are you doing? Shade Flicker is up and gives a good pet stone. I'm cycling all of my tuners through that world quest using your guide. You're beating Shade Flicker more than once in a day. That's brave. I beat Shade Flicker to make the guide, and then I beat him when his world quest gives something really good if I'm already out there. And aside from that, him and I have broken up. We're done. All right, so I don't get to use the costume to get out of this cave now. That's a bummer. I want to create a big culture-us human named Handsome Man with beautiful hair. It's nice to have goals. When you make a funny comment, she stops reading to answer a long question that's right before yours. Oh, I'm sorry, I missed it. Let me see if I can find it. Woven. Faction tagging in low-level zones is a joke. Oh no. Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought that they had actually taken it completely out. Why don't you use LVY? So I downloaded LVY once. To see what it was about, because I knew a lot of people that used it, and I wanted to see, I heard that there were like skins for it, and I liked the idea of having like seasonal skins for my UI. And I went and looked at my chat log, and the font was different, and then I angrily opened up my settings, and I was like, where do I put this font back? And then I couldn't find it within 3 minutes of looking. Doesn't mean it's not there, but I couldn't find it. And then I went, you know what, I'm done. I uninstalled it, and I've never gone back. I get very upset when you change my font. Off to bed, need some sleep. Night, guys. See you later, Elaine. Get some good sleep. Ugh. You're a Legion baby, but you took the time to run your pally through WoD slowly. Experiencing the content by locking my XP bar. Now I'm grinding rep and Apexis crystals. I've never heard of anybody doing that before. The WoD questing content was really nice. Like there were really cohesive, interesting stories through all of the Warlord zones that I liked quite a bit. Apexis crystal grinding, that one's a little questionable. WoD was half an expansion. It did feel kind of aborted. It kind of felt like they reached a certain point where they're like, wow, people really hate this. We need to just damage control, stop working on this, and make something new. 1 to 20 Draenei areas are super efficient. I haven't been back there in a while. Going out tomorrow night, so I had a pamper day with some face masks and acrylic nails. Oh, that sounds amazing. On Friday, usually once a week, on like a Friday or a Saturday night, sometimes Sunday, depending on how busy I was in the weekend, I'll do like a, not really a spa thing because it's not very expensive, but I'll use like a face mask, and sometimes I'll do my nails or like take like a bubble bath or whatever, and then like watch some esports and, you know, some tea or like a glass of wine sometimes. And that's just like I really like just unwinding like that. It's pretty good. I was looking at, I saw this thing for gel nails that had like holographic powder in them that looked really fun. And I was thinking about trying that, but then you gotta get a light, and I don't really want to shine UV light directly in my skin. I guess it'd be fine if I like put sunscreen on first, but I don't know. Hey Hazel, just getting into the pet market. Is there a reason besides hard to get that the spine claw crab is worth so much? It's because people need it. The spine claw, well, no, I'm thinking of something else. I'm thinking of the toad. The spine claw crab, as I twist around to my very far monitor that puts my head not beside my microphone. Spine claw crab. Oh, why am I looking it up there? I'm in WoW right now. Like all of the failed breed. Yeah, I think I have the wrong breed of it. I think the attack breed of it does pretty good damage. It's just a useful pet that's kind of tough to get. It's not like super visually compelling or anything. Have you tried leveling doing dungeons, or just want to do it doing quests? If you queue as a heal, it'll pop really fast. You get a level per dungeon. I have considered that. I don't want to. I don't want to heal. It's kind of slow when I DPS. And I'm really kind of digging the questing, or at least I will once I get out of this cave. I never should have come here. I should have stopped as soon as they wanted me to go inside this cave. I knew this was a bad idea. So we're not doing any of those. We can turn in these. There's some stuff we can do in the geyser fields. My plan for after I finish all of the stuff that I wanted to do in Borean Tundra, I think I was gonna go and do like Howling Fjord. I haven't done Howling Fjord on Alliance in years, and I'm really curious to see what the quests look like there. I love the Pinch Whistle Gearworks. Pinch Whistle Gearworks. Is that like this area? I've been doing a bunch of those. I'm almost done those quests. I'm not quite done. How do I get out of here? It's uphill. It's uphill. We want to go this way. Seasonal skins, that would be amazing. How can someone be so nice and polite and friendly? Oh, I'm just really mean whenever I'm not on camera. Frostfire Ridge is my favorite horde zone. Lots of hidden things there too. How long did it take you to set up your UI, and what were some things you were thinking about while making it? So my UI, and I think this is true for a lot of people, sort of evolved over time. You know, you start with a problem. You're like, I need more buttons. I need to see more in my unit frames. I need better boss frames. I need a better cast bar. Like, I started with a problem that I needed to fix. And then I did some research on which add-on was best at fixing that problem. I tried a couple of them, and then I landed on one. So I got all of these add-ons one at a time. I think the only one that I got, like, right off the bat when I started playing WoW or started using add-ons all those years ago was Bartender. Because that was the first problem, was I was like, I need more buttons, and key binding, this is awful. So Bartender was the first one, and everything else just kind of fit in around it. As far as things that I look for when I'm doing it, aside from, like I said, solving problems that I notice that I have, the way I have my bars set up here, and it's kind of hard to see behind my camera, which I can move here. Where's my camera? I need to clean this up. So my bar is set up here. You can see I have like this big grid. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna use. I don't know if you're still here, but the person that wanted to see Spatial Rift. Here we go. Void Elf Teleport. We throw it out. Goes and press it again, and you're there. And it can do. You can press it again to teleport to where it is at any point along that trajectory. Okay. So these two sets of bars are. So I've got a bar here, and they're a little 3x4 grid, and I've got another one right next to it. And this one here, the 1 through equals, basically 1 through 12, is these buttons on the side of my mouse in that same layout. Like the top left one is the one that's under the thumb, and that kind of makes sense to my brain, so it made it really easy for me to learn those keybinds. And then over here you've got the same thing. I've got my Orb Weaver, and the center strip here, the center strip of 12 corresponds the same way. So that's why I have my bars set up like that. It's kind of why I don't really want to make a tutorial as to setting up bars, because they work with my specific hardware, and most people don't play WoW with a gamepad. As the main thing that I go for. My PvP UI is set up completely differently, and I have a whole other video talking about that. What do you think of bubble tea? I love bubble tea. Love bubble tea. It's my favorite thing to get whenever I'm in an area that will sell me bubble tea. It's usually kind of sweet, and then I always feel like I have to immediately brush my teeth, but I don't care. It's delicious. If you have a list of all the pets used for the Legion achievements already made up. I do not have any kind of master list. It's one of those things that I just never got around to. Your Northrend quest was Borean, Dragonblight, Grizzly Hills. I have to skip Dragonblight because the whiteness of it, even with my glasses, gives me headaches. I can't quest in the snow spot. It's too bright. Anyone who's played a game with God mode on knows it gets boring quickly. The solution to leveling being boring isn't to make it easier. I think people that want leveling to be easier isn't necessarily because they want leveling to be more fun. It's because they want leveling to be over with more quickly, because for them, leveling is not the focus of the game. It's a kind of peculiar thing because you level once and then you play the game. Like WoW is one of those MMOs that has done the end game very well. It's all about the end game. So leveling is like this odd thing that you spend a whole bunch of time doing, but you only do it once in any character's lifespan. So people that want to play WoW for the end game, they don't want to pay for boosts, they want to try different classes and whatnot, they're fed up with leveling because they just don't, it's not the part of the game that they want to play. Thoughts on Zoldrak? I really enjoyed it. Zoldrak, like this zone, yeah, I like that zone. I like going around and helping out the different animal Loas, and seeing them get revenge on their trolls. I think that's kind of cool. How many quests have you done with this tune so far? Is there a way to find out? I can show you my slash played time. Also, I need to move my camera back, but my slash played is 1 day, 18 hours total, and I've been on this level for like an hour. And that reminds me, I'm going to move my camera back. Bubble tea is amazing. I always enjoy a good fruity bubble tea. Although, they're all good. Jasmine bubble tea is good. Ginger bubble tea is good. Had a ginseng bubble tea once. That was good. Alright, so should we go get some Gorlock spice pouches? We're just not... hang on. Blow kisses. There's no more caves. Banning caves. Veto on caves right now. Blizzard is so mean, they give us a double rep boost, but you can't use it at 110. The rep boost below 110? So weird. Who is going to use that? It's so bizarre. I was using Bartender until I noticed that Domino is using far less resources. Oh, interesting. I've never tried Domino. The bar. I've tried Domino's Pizza. It was not overwhelming. On the way from having my Elder title for the Lunar Festival. It's a good one. How are you still in this cave? Oh, man, I'm behind in chat. I left the cave a while ago. I need to catch up. But yeah, the cave was rough. Started leveling before me. I took a week-long break. Now I'm ahead of you. The YouTuber struggle. I appreciate that someone recognizes what it is. My friends are just like, you're being so lazy. And it's like, I promise I'm busy. Oh, all right, I'm catching up. Scrolling to the bottom. If I miss your question, I'm sorry. Kayla, sup? Hazel T. Kayla, did you see the Hazel Void? Let me, Hazel Void. Yeah, there we go. Oh, man, you're arguing my point for me. If Blizzard put as much love into the leveling experience, it wouldn't be tedious anymore. Yeah, that's true. I think the leveling experience isn't tedious at all. I think it's, like, I like it like this for leveling. I think that because it is engaging, it gives you time to engage with, like, it gives you time to do the quests and get into the stories. That does have the side effect of it being kind of slow. But I think it's fine. I'm also not planning on doing a whole lot of it, though, because I don't have the time to put into it. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for Gorlock spice pouches. They probably drop from these Gorlocks, but I'm not seeing them in my mouse over tooltip, so I guess I'm just going to trust. Love it. Thanks. Bad with managing nuts. It's a struggle. If I were to make fan art for you, where would I send it? Oh, sorry. You don't have to. But if you wanted to send it to me digitally, you could email it to me at hazelnuttygames@gmail.com or Twitter. Or if it's like a physical thing that you want to send, I do have a post office box, and the address for that is in my channel's info. I do unboxings every month. The next one's going to be, I do unboxings kind of like end of the first week of every month. So like right around here-ish, somewhere around there. I missed most of the stream. Oh no. The VoD will be up tomorrow. My elbows are getting bizarrely chilly. The rest of me is warm enough, but it's gotten a little bit. I figured that I could turn the heat off in here because I have the light on. I kind of want like a something to cover my elbows. I don't know. Do we have any of the spice pouches? No, I'm doing this wrong. Gorlock, give me your spice pouches. How much longer are you gonna stream for? Another 53 minutes or so. We usually go until about 5 o'clock on the dot. Have you seen Human in the Dalaran Bank across from the flight path? I actually have not. Would you ever stream on Twitch? YouTube gaming seems icky to me. I used to stream on Twitch. I like it better here. I'm curious about what makes an interface icky, though. It sounds like an interesting concept. Do you use a gaming chair? I use a task chair. It's one that was donated to me. Otherwise, I would not have been able to purchase it because they're kind of expensive. But it is a human scale freedom chair. And it has absolutely saved my back because I sit in it forever all day. All right, we have one. All right, these guys have a really terrible drop rate in this stuff. I'm a digital artist, want to make something for my favorite YouTuber. Aw, that's so sweet. We got a bunch of fan art like way back in the day. Here, you guys want to see some of it? Like way back when I first started streaming. Let me figure out how to get this on the screen. I have a folder here somewhere. Favorites, fan art. All right. Let me do a little fan art tour. Actually, I'm gonna fly up so I don't get killed here. So I'm gonna accidentally show you guys all of my monitors because I've gotten new monitors and I don't know which ones are connected to which. Oh, there we go. All right. So this one right here is my favorite. Well, I'm not picking favorites, but that one is a favorite of mine. If any of you are familiar with Fabelina, she's a really talented WoW artist. She's like way too big for me now. But a couple years ago, like quite a few years ago, she did that as like a warm-up once. And that's me with my cat. And I will treasure that forever and ever and ever because I'm a big fan of her. I have a bunch of her prints up on the wall that's in my bedroom now. But I love her, and I've always kept that one. And then this is just an edited screenshot from a PvP friend from back when I used to PvP. He really believed that I could get gladiators, so he did that. And then this is this one. I don't remember who did this actually. I should have made a note of it, but you know, that's me. I got curly hair. And then that's just my Twitter picture. And this is the other one. This is a sketch. I think that's actually just like with a scan maybe? I don't know if it's a scan or a phone picture, but that was another one from back in the day. Oh, there we go. Yeah. All good. I love that so much. Cute picture is adorable, right? I will keep that until the day that I die. Are you using a nameplates add-on? Yes, I am. I am using KUI nameplates. I used to use tiny plates back in the day, but I have switched. DIY Geek, thank you for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I really appreciate it. I hope that you enjoy your emotes and enjoy the stream. That's talent. And she's like, that one was beautiful, but she's improved phenomenally. She's like a really big inspiration to me because she's just a testament to how amazing that you can get in something if you just work hard at it every day. She works every day, and she's like incredibly talented. Oh, I remember when I did drawing of you on Instagram a while back. Oh, that's true. I need to find that one and add it to my special folder. I remember that one. Play a Worgen text? Oh man. I'm trying to remember if I've had any Worgen alts that I've actually kept up with. I've had like all of my favorite Worgens. I think I had a Worgen Hunter once. It's been a while though. Need a DeviantArt fangirl for people to submit fan art to. Squirrel Squad. Should I make a male or female Void Elf, and what do I name it? It's gonna be a Shadow Priest. Oh, you should make a male Void Elf Shadow Priest. And you should come up with a name that, like an RP name, you know? Make a story for him. You don't have to be in an RP server. You don't have to ever RP, but like, come up with a name that you think is believable for a Void Elf. Like, find an elf name. Like, something that I used to do, actually, when I wanted to come up with alt names back before I named all of my characters Hazel, was I would go on a tour of NPCs of the same race. So in this case, you would probably look at Blood Elves because they would still have the same names. You would go on it and look at just the NPC names, like vendors and stuff in the city. Find one that you really like and either just like steal it or or change like a letter or two. And I made a couple of character names that way, just like finding vendors with really pretty names and then editing like a letter or two off them. All right, one more Gorlock Spice Patch. Goodness gracious, these guys do not want to give it up. Kidney Powers, thank you very much for the super chat. Cute, ah. Oh. Shucks. How many sponsors today, Hazel? That's actually a really good question. I was going to look at that. So if I refresh, when I started this, we had 43, and then I refreshed this page, and we're up to 54. We're up 11 sponsors today. And that did unlock another emote slot. So even after the new Hazel Void emote, I have 2 open emote slots. So I will let you guys know as soon as I've landed on a specific thing. I was looking, like, I want to make sure that they're usable emotes. So what I've been doing is I've been looking on, like, repositories, that's not the right word. I've been looking at data for which emotes see the most use on Twitch, because that's, you know, where you're gonna get the most data. Like, which emotes people use. And I think what I'm missing is a PogChamp equivalent, like an excited hype emote. And I just need to figure out how to do that. Like, if it's gonna be like a tiny Hazel face, in which case I probably need to pay somebody for it. Humanoid faces are something I've never gotten very good at drawing. Or like a really excited squirrel, like if we're keeping with a squirrel theme, I could just stick a really excited face on a little nut. Like, there's a couple different options, but I want sort of like a excited hype thing, you know, for when we're excited and hyped about stuff. But now we have 2. Now we have 2 slots. Are you doing pet battles? No, I'm leveling. Hero, I gave these, I did a poll at the beginning of the stream, and I was like, okay, we're gonna vote between Void Elf leveling and Battle for Azeroth leveling. And people pretty overwhelmingly voted for this. I was very surprised because I feel, I mean, maybe this is more relatable because we can all do it together. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm looking for microfilm for Lupus pupus. That's weird. Don't eat the bait. Set it down in the vicinity of an oil-soaked wolf. They'll come and smell the bait. Oh. All right. Fine. Only because we are helping endangered wildlife, all right? That is the only reason I'm doing this. Oh, those are birds. We don't need to go through their stuff. Is this some live servers? Yep, this is. Do you like Animal Crossing? I watched Let's Plays of it. I was watching one while I was under hot water in the shower. How do you watch Let's Plays in the shower? I guess if you have like a waterproof phone. Yeah, I like it. I like Animal Crossing quite a bit. I played New Leaf. Ow, I just hit myself in the eye with my glasses. I played New Leaf a fair amount, and then more recently when Animal Crossing Pocket Camp came out, I got really into that. Like, honestly, if we're being honest, I got quite addicted to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp to the point that I no longer play it because I can't handle it. I have never had any self-control when it comes to addictive digital properties like that. It's the same reason I don't let myself use Reddit anymore. It's just I can't handle it. So I don't play anymore. But it was great fun while it lasted. Love leveling with you. Are allied races available in the alpha? They are now. Yes, they weren't when alpha first came out, but they are now. They are now. You could do an excited squirrel tossing nuts in the air. That might work. The thing to remember is that they're all going to be small. Like, it comes in really tiny, so anything that has too many small details might get kind of lost. Even the Void Squirrel looks kind of just like a purple blob, but it's really small. You should do some PvP pet battles and then make videos about them. Oh, man. I'm glad you keep coming back. I appreciate your persistence. Male Void Elves with short hair, the mustache. Aside from Anduin in the BFA trailer. Oh, man. I haven't seen the short hair. I've always liked elves with long hair. I've always felt that long hair was like a very appealing elven thing. Heroes here. Wonder where it's like you. I feel like warlocks look really cool in only pants, shirt, and cape compared to a robe. That's an interesting look. I have always, for me, like for my characters, I have always been if this is a cloth caster, or if this is a caster, I wear a robe. If this is not a caster, I do not wear a robe. So, like, I will not wear robes on my paladins unless it's a holy paladin. I will not wear pants on any of my healers. I will not wear pants on my druid healer, even though there's lots of leather pants. There's not that many leather skirts because I'm healing. But if I was a feral druid, I would not wear the skirt. It's a very hard and fast rule in my mind. There's no reason for that aside from the fact that that's just how I do it. But I cast in skirts. Who likes the Aw Nuts World Quest? Man, you know, it actually never occurred to me that that was kind of related to the stuff that we have here. But you're right. I will admit that I've done the Aw Nuts at least once. So usually what I do for that one is it's faster if you get into group for it. So I usually just do the group finder thing and find other people doing it because it just goes a little quicker. But at least once I did that, and then I got up to get a cup of tea, and then I came back and it was done. And I felt really bad because I just like got completely carried and I didn't even help. But I then stayed and helped somebody else just in case. I haven't even started the pet brawler stuff. Pet brawler stuff is a big commitment. You know, there's a lot of stuff to do there. Call him Nosedwin. I think he looks good. I do the same thing. No pants healing is the best kind of healing. You're so picky about Mogs. I always think it's weird when hunters wear shaman dresses. And as a shaman healer, like an Ellie or a Resto shaman, I won't wear pants. It's just bizarre. Casts in skirts, new priest name. Finally excited to finally be able to play in ultra settings. That's always a good feeling. I remember the first time I loaded up WoW on a computer that had a graphics card, like, because when I very first started playing WoW back in 2008 or 9, I was using an old computer then that my mom had gotten for like home office. It was just like a very basic computer, and it had integrated graphics that were old at the time. So WoW would run, but it would not run very well. It would get, I'm cold. Hang on. Trying to heat it a little bit. It would not run very well, and it would not load at all in Dalaran, because this was back in Wrath. So in Wrath, Dalaran was a very laggy zone, and I actually couldn't go to Dalaran on my home computer because it would completely crash. It would crash 100% of the time. I just couldn't go there. So whenever I really needed to do something in Dalaran, which was a lot, because that was the hub city of Wrath, I would go over to a friend's house and log into my WoW on their computer to do something in Dalaran. And my friend did not live very close to me. Oh man, are you wearing heirlooms? Yep. I got heirloom, everything that I am allowed to have an heirloom in, including the Dread Pirate Ring. I got it all. And it's been handy because that means that you do not have to re-transmog your stuff if you want to have transmog stuff. Who's your favorite villager? I cry when I talk to Bob, the chill cat. You spent a mil for him? Oh, my favorite villager? He was, hang on. I'm trying to remember. Because there was one. It was in Pocket Camp, but they have the same villagers from the other games. It was, not the sheep. Although Vespa was pretty cool. What was it? I feel like I need to look, but I can't open the app. I can't let myself go back there. The insignia. Was it one of the... It's not the cute ones. The cute ones annoy me. The ones with the cute, peppy personalities that are always talking about their fans, which is ironic, but those ones are really annoying. It was one of the cool ones, I think. Trial Style coming back next month? Yeah, I think we're gonna do a Trial Style stream, not next Friday, but the one after. It should be active, so I think I'm gonna save all my Trial Style stuff for then. And that is kind of last minute because it does end later that night, so we're gonna have to do some winning is basically what I'm trying to say here. Play WoW on a laptop, it gets the job done, but I'm too poor to get something awesome and fast. I do recommend that eventually, when in your life, assuming this happens, you one day get to a point where you can get something awesome and fast, and do not get an awesome and fast laptop for WoW. Like, if you have any room at all to put down a desktop is just a much better solution for a variety of reasons. My laptop will run WoW too, but it's just never going to be a better solution. And it's not like continually running it for like the hours like you. What am I trying to say? Words. The style of computer use that you typically do when you play WoW is not good for the long-term health of a laptop computer, especially if it's not cooling itself effectively. My computer was 7 years old. I bought my computer yesterday, and now I played it on a 55-inch TV. Oh man, there's the life. How much faster is leveling with heirlooms with the new scaling? I believe the heirloom bonus experience caps it at 50%. So it is 50% faster. If I was not wearing heirlooms, I would be going 50% slower than I am right now. How about Druzan? Like the Nether Prince? Druzan what? You like the emo villagers in Pocket Camp? Man, I'm really I'm here. I'm not gonna open up the app, but I'm gonna look up a list of them because I know there's one, and once I see it, Pocket Camp villagers. I had a favorite for sure. Oh, you know what? It was the deer. It was the two deer. It was Fauna and what was the boy deer's name? There were two deer, and I love them both. The deer were my favorite because they were. I guess they were just precious and sweet. They were natural players. Who doesn't wear pants when playing WoW? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I spend 95% of my life wearing leggings because, you know, you guys only ever see me here up unless I'm doing like a WoW a baking stream. You know, only my top half needs to be properly dressed. And they're comfy, you know? I have fleece-lined leggings for when it's cold. I have not fleece-lined leggings for when it's not cold. When it gets really cold, you put on the fleece-lined leggings and you put more pants on over top of them, and that double layering makes you really warm. I have WoW leggings for when I want to look fancy. And if I feel like I need more clothing on, I can just throw on like a skirt over the leggings. But leggings are just so comfy that I wear them all the time, because why not? I only ever put on jeans when I'm going like out somewhere where I can't get away with wearing leggings. But maybe that's because I only actually own like one, maybe two pairs of jeans. I own one pair of like skinny jeans that are kind of uncomfortable because they're really skinny. And then I own another pair of jeans that doesn't really fit me all that well, but they're just all I have. So I just belt them on. We get to see your new monitor setup. Well, if I can do this without dropping my camera, one day I will do a office tour with like a setup tour and all the bits. But I've been trying to focus on BFA stuff. But let me see. We're going for a little fly here. So, microphone here. So there's monitor 1. There's you guys in your chat, and there's OBS over there. And then we got the big monitor in the middle. And then there's another monitor off to the side. And then I have all the stuff on my desk. The other change that I made recently was I finally got a replacement part that I needed to make my computer speakers work. So way back years ago, years and years ago, like 2012, 2011 even, I used to work in a tech store, and as a result, I bought way too many things that I didn't really need because working in sales is very peer pressuring. And I got myself these really nice computer speakers. These are Bose Companion 20s. They're not super expensive, but they're not cheap. They're like $200 and something bucks. I got them cheaper because I worked there, but still. I have these Bose Companion 20s, and they're nice computer speakers. There's two pieces. They're not too clunky, and they have really nice sound even when they're quiet, which was important to me because I don't really blast my speakers. And I need them to still sound good even when they're turned way down. And Bose speakers, like these ones, they have this little control pod thing. This little guy, you tap it to turn them on and off, and then you like squiggle the thing to adjust the volume. And back a couple years, like a year or two after I got them, my cat, right when I first got the cat actually, knocked a glass of water onto the control pod and basically fried it. It wouldn't work anymore. The speakers wouldn't work anymore. There was no way to make them work without the pod. And I went to buy a replacement, and they're like, well, we don't sell it on our website. You have to call us. And at the time, I was like, no way. I'm way too lazy to call you guys and buy something over the phone. So I put it off for like four or 5 years. And then just like a few weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I've had these speakers in my closet forever. I'll just buy the part. It was really expensive, and I had to order over the phone. But I finally got it. My speaker's working again, so they're up here. That was a very long, very boring speaker story. I'm sorry. Hazel bailed on me in Pocket Camp. I did. I bailed on everybody. I can't touch it anymore. I just don't have the time. It wasn't good for me to spend that much time on my phone. You're like, cute in your Murloc suit? Aw, thanks. Do you think anyone in Rathian should be a thing? Just me, Jane, and got Calic? I wouldn't be against it. It would be a little out of left field, though. Like, they're not besties. They're friends and they're aware of each other. But it would be unexpected, I think. You nicked a couple of hospital gowns when you had to stay over. You love to wear them for nightgowns? That's a little bit strange. I've never heard of that before. All right, I'm looking for these little dudes. They're very small, which is why I haven't found any yet. I need to actually look for them. And then we search for the insignia, we grab the insignia, we keep going. All right. Audio crackle? I hope not. I hope not. Who asked about the pond nettle earlier? Somebody got a pond nettle earlier. I think they were saying that they got it, finally. I think that's something I don't have, actually. Mounts, pond nettle. I feel like I looked at... Yeah, I never got that. I actually forgot where you get it from. How do you get that? Let me look at that. Fishing, obviously, but I think at one point I looked at what it was going to take for me to get one, and I was like, I have enough aquatic mounts, you know? I have an underlight angler anyways. So what is this from? Well, that's weird. What realm she's leveling on right now? I am on Lightbringer, North America. Bose puts more money into marketing than research. You get more from money elsewhere. They do make some slick stuff, though. Yeah. I feel like they're not, like, Beats level of more marketing than research. I do think they make good products. I do think that you pay more than you... Like, I do think there's a good amount of marketing on them. Or, not markup on them. I think they're well marked up to have the name, but I do like the products, so I keep buying them. I've never had a Bose thing that I didn't absolutely love. And their customer service was really good, so I'll keep buying them, but... that certainly doesn't mean anybody else needs to. Okay, so you fish it up. Fished in Argus. So you just fish in Argus, I guess. I wish I had WoW time still so I could play. You're on my old main server. You get that for clicking orbs in caves. For the mount. Oh, I thought you would just fish. It's kind of sounding like you just fish. Do you have to, like, click an orb and then fish? Fish this up from fell water, but it should work with all fell water on the planet, says the WoW comments. Looks like you just have to fish. You don't have a pond now? No. How long does it take to get, do you say? What's the drop rate on it? Drop rate looks like bad. Looks bad. If I'm gonna have to, I mean, it sounds like a fun grind to do one day. Like, there is a thing that we can do on the stream. I will absolutely do a fishing grind on stream, because I can just talk. Like, I don't even need to look at my screen to fish, you know? You just, like, check, make sure your mouse clicker's in the right spot, and you're good. 250 rep away from Exalted with Army of Light. You're so close. Hazel, marry me? I'm already married. Just hit 56, trying to push to the North Run. Any recommendations in a zone to get me to 58? Have you done all of the low-level ones? Have you done, like, the 10 to 30 zones-ish? Hate it when you run raids for a mount. The mount is a 4% drop, but you keep getting 0.2% drops instead. Man. I'm still waiting for our War Mammoths, honestly. Like, when's that gonna drop for us? Oh, have I got them all? Oh, I'm good. Oops. On the Almost Saturday vlog, you said my name right? Oh, good. Oh, I was a little worried about that. Oh. Just got my underlight angler yesterday. What's the deal with the boot trait? The boot trait's just a fun one. It's absolutely useless. The boots don't even vendor for that much. Every now and then you'll fish up a boot in addition to the thing that you were fishing for, and it will vendor for like 3 gold. That's it. Also, I have not put this back right. There we go. Can you still get a nice Pepe plush anywhere? Do they not sell them on the gear store? I never got one. Mostly because I never went out of my way to get one. I've never been head over heels with Pepe. There's nothing wrong with Pepe, but I just missed that hype train. But I thought they sell them on gear store. Maybe they only sell the costume versions now. I wish they would be more vocal about when things are going out of availability on the gear store, because sometimes, and I guess it serves them to not tell people, because, you know, if you feel like it could go away at any moment, you're more likely to buy it when you know that you want it. But it sucks. Like, there's lots of people that ask about the WoW poster, like the WoW canvases that I have on the back wall, and I used to be able to say, yeah, you can buy them on the gear store, and now I can say, yeah, I bought them on the gear store. Sucks to be you. They don't sell them anymore. It's rough. Why are you wearing a Savix t-shirt? Because he's my bro, and I like his shirts. I bought them. I watch his stream whenever I get time. Norma likes her hospital gown, nightgown. Oh, man. Just finished Westfall, and you did most of the Dark Zone next to it, probably Duskwood, with the zones around Ironforge be worth. Yep. Those are the next ones you want to do. You want to do Lockmandan, you want to do the Wetlands. Those are both pretty good. Pretty good. Boot trade is only there to fill your bags up faster. Yeah. What's the point of getting the Underlight Angler? If I haven't got it, is it too late to start now? Is it hard? All right, let's go through those one by one. The point to getting the Underlight Angler is that it will give you a very fast swim speed when you equip it, faster than any of the underwater mounts. So if you already have like a turtle or you have the Cosmoth mount, doesn't matter, the Underlight Angler will give you a faster swim speed. It will also give you water breathing at the same time. You turn into a really fast water breathing swim speeding shark. It's great. That's why you want it. It is not too late to start now. It will not be too late to start in BFA. It's something that you can just kind of get whenever. And it is not hard to get, but it is time consuming to get. You're going to need to do a good bit of fishing. And lucky for you, I made a video guide. You want to look up my Underlight Angler video. If you look up Underlight Angler Hazelnuttygames, you should find it. And it's absolutely worth it. And they've said that it still will be effective in BFA. So yeah, it's not too late. Teespring, get your merch on. All the swirls and nuts and teas. You need that pic of you with a cat head. A picture of me with a cat head on a shirt? That sounds terrifying. I don't know if I'm going to use Teespring. I've been in talks, is one way to put it. I'm in contact with a different website that I like the look of. I guess I can compare their systems and like their shirts, but I want to make sure the shirts are really good quality. Favorite anime? I don't watch a whole lot of anime anymore. I used to as a young teenager, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would probably be either Death Note or Attack on Titan. Those were both very good. Underlight, totally worth the time. Yep. Have you tried to do an Iron Man challenge? Never, and I probably won't. It's one of those things that is, I see why people do it, but it's something I think that is really fun to do if you have friends doing it or if you are looking for things to do in WoW. Great. I'm never looking for things to do in WoW. I have enough things to do in WoW, and I can't quite keep up with them, so I'm never trying to add more. Head there next. Good luck to both of us leveling. Are you ever tired of it? I feel like my attention span is constantly fading. I don't think I get tired of it, but I also don't really sit and do it for very long periods of time. And when I do sit and do it, when I'm not streaming, I'm usually multitasking. It's a bit of a bad habit, but typically I'll be doing something else at the same time. So you level a little slower, but you also keep your sanity because you're like watching something on Netflix or you're talking to somebody or you're just kind of like listening to a podcast, you know, that kind of thing. Will you be doing the angler on this character? Yeah, that's going to be fun. I am planning to do that. It's I'm not looking forward to it because I have already done it, but I am planning to do it again. What level are you now? I'm level 69, and if you're ever watching a leveling stream for me, you want to see what level I am, I have fixed up my UI so that my level is right under my character name here in the top left-hand side. The word in your mic filter says red in Danish. Did you know that? I did not. I did not. Rode is the brand of microphone. It's the brand, and that's why, like, the pop filter came with it. One Piece is best. Do you ever watch Fairy Tail? No. I heard Fairy Tail was very long. There's like a lot of episodes to it. And honestly, I don't really watch anime anymore. I don't have a whole lot of time to watch TV. We try and find shows that both my husband and I enjoy watching so we can watch one together in the evening, like an episode of whatever. It's hard to find things that we both enjoy because we have different tastes in television. And if I'm watching something by myself, I usually go for my guilty TV pleasure, which is Korean dramas. I love me some K-dramas. Letitia, thank you very much for the super chat. I finally catch you on live stream. Glad to have you here. You should try Hero Academia. Oh, I saw the trailer for that on Netflix. It looked so goofy. It looked so silly. What am I looking for here? We're looking for Crafty's tools, the capacitor, and a handful of grit. I don't know where to find any of those things, but I'm sure we can fly around. I know I already went in here and I killed the dude, so this is probably not where I'm looking. What are you looking forward to the most in BFA? Well, I used to say Void Elves, but now I have it, so I guess I don't need BFA. I'm good. New raids will be fun. That's always a good time. I really hope there's really good new pet battle content. I think that's what I'll be looking forward to, but because we don't know details on it yet, it's hard to say. I really hope that we see a... Oh. Guns going off. I really hope that we see a new pet dungeon. Oh, here's the thing. I found one. Recovery of an MMO junkie. 175 episodes in Fairy Tail. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. That's a lot. Have you seen You're Beautiful with Park Shin-hye? Yes! Yes, that was one of the first ones that I watched. That was like the second K-drama that I ever watched. I love that one. That was a really good one. Recent favorites have been ones with like sort of not necessarily strong, but like, you know, a little more independent female leads, like Strong Girl Do Bong Sun and Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok-ju were both really, really good. I really enjoyed both of those. And the one that I'm watching right now on Netflix is called Let's Eat. It's like this It's a funny one that has like a big focus on food. It's sort of like sitcom-y, and I've just been really enjoying the ones that feature slightly older characters, I guess, because I can relate to them a little more. I can't really watch like the high school dramas anymore. It just hurts. Okay, we finally did it. We made it, guys. Ugh. What state do you live in? Oregon. Oregon, not too far from Portland. Hazel, what do you think of the Volpera might be a playable race? I think they're cute. I won't play one. I mean, I might make an alt, but I'm not gonna like play one. But they're cute and fluffy. I guess we have plenty of precedent for like weird looking fluffy anthropomorphic playable races. But for whatever reason, they seem a little bit strange. I guess I just need to know more about them as a species, like, and I'm sure we'll find out in Battle for Azeroth. Just hope they don't villainize Sylvanas and BFA. A little late for that, isn't it? She's done some questionable stuff. I saw a Korean drama where the lady kept losing her toddler. It's hilarious. Oh no, I didn't see that one. In the one I'm watching right now, this lady has this dog. And the dog is always getting into trouble. Like, the dog's always, like, going and, like, peeing on somebody's shoes or, like, getting into somebody's garbage. And she's always like, no, dog! And I'm like, well, hold on to your dog, then. She's just, like, dropped the leash and the dog wanders off and pees on somebody. She's like, oh, no, bad dog. I'm like, well, that's at least a little bit on you. That's at least a little bit on you for not watching your dog. Oh, man. Dramas are not that popular here, but I love them. I don't know anybody else that watches them, which is good because I don't think I would want to watch them with anybody else. I find that they're a little bit... I like the really cheesy ones with really terrible jokes, and I don't want to have to inflict that on anybody. I just want to enjoy them by myself. Favorite part of Your Beautiful? It's been a while since I've seen it. I might need to go back and look at it again. Your fishing mount is also a puzzle for the Fathom Dweller. Same thing might be fun for some puzzles. It's a puzzle for the Fathom Dweller. I feel like I did the Fathom Dweller already. Like, I feel like I did that. Which K-dramas? Which ones would I recommend? Strong Girl Do Bong Sin, which is on Netflix, and then Weightlifting Fairy Kim Bok Ju, which is not on Netflix. Those are both really good. Letitia, thank you for becoming a sponsor. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I appreciate having you here, and I hope that you enjoy the stream and your emotes. Do you watch K-dramas dubbed or subbed? I can't handle dub in K-dramas. I didn't even know they did dubs, honestly. I watch them subbed, and I try and pick out as many words as I can because I've been very, very, very slowly studying Korean. At this current rate, I should be able to speak it within about 8 years. But I try and I watch with subs, and then whenever I see a word I know, I try and listen for it to pick it out and see where it fits in sentences and stuff like that. That's at least my excuse for myself as to why it's okay to spend time watching them, because it's a little bit educational. It's not very educational, but it's a little bit educational. What mounts look good on Affliction Warlocks? Ooh, Affliction Warlock mounts. I really wish we could filter mounts by color. I'm just kind of clicking through them randomly. That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Easiest way you found to level your Underlight Angler? I just got mine last night and want the most bang for my buck. I would say they're like leveling it is just a matter of fishing and catching the extra fish, and then it's just a matter of fishing, basically. There's no really good way to speed that up. If you want to speed it up, the closest thing to a thing that you can do is you can go... Actually, let's go to the Cascala Daily. You can go to Conjurer Margos on his island, and in exchange for a couple of his fish, you can buy yourself arcane lures that make it more likely for you to fish up the bait, because you always want to be fishing with the bait active when you're leveling the rod to get more fish to level up your rod. Aside from that, which is not honestly a very big boost because the bait have pretty good drop rates anyways, aside from that, I would say look at it more of a gold grind, you know? Figure out which fish will sell the best, and then go fish for those ones, and then feel vindicated that while you are leveling up your rod, you are also grinding gold. There's no really fast way to do it. You and Philip DeFranco are live at the same time. Such a hard choice to make. I didn't know Phil live streamed. I used to watch his news videos all the time. Oh, I've flown all of them also. Wait here and it started turning around. Grats on 70. Grats on 70. Oh, did I level to 70? I leveled to 70. Look at that. Oh, I get access to all sorts of titles now. Look at this. Look at all this. I could be Hazel of all these places that I'm not from. I could be Crusader Hazel. I can, oh, you know what we gotta do? You know what we gotta do, like, immediately? Before we even do this, we gotta go get the flight training. We're doing it. I'm gonna have to log over and send myself gold. I don't care. Using the blue class mount in Affliction Lock. The class mounts are always a good one. My roommate got me into K-dramas with Secret Garden. It was so cringy, but I got hooked. Some of them are really cringy, but you just have to kind of learn to embrace it. A really funny one that's kind of funny in that cringy sort of way. That's not a romance one. If you're not like some of them are romance ones, and the romance is pretty heavy-handed. But one of the ones that wasn't actually a romance show at all was Oh, shoot, now I'm gonna forget the name of it. It was called... It had a name that made it sound like a romance one. It's a Netflix original. Drat, what's the name of it? It was a Netflix... Hang on, I will figure this out. Netflix original K-drama. Sound of Your Heart. The Sound of Your Heart. It didn't even show up on my screen. I just remembered it as I searched. It's like... That was just a funny one. It's like about a family, but it's such dumb jokes, but they're so good. What am I looking for? I need to set myself like 4K. Sarah Mara Fisher Friend is the best way that I found. Good enough for demo warlocks. You want like a fire? Oh, you know what? Get yourself, if you can. I don't even have it, but like the infernal mounts, like the Gul'dan infernal mount. There you go. I haven't tasted jasmine green tea and I can't say what it tastes like. It's kind of like a flowery, grassy sort of green tea. It's hard to say. What do you think of the monk class? Monk class probably has my favorite imagery because I've always enjoyed the, just sort of like the Asian themes in the tea. You know, you got cranes, you got tea, you got brew, you know, you got meditating. Like, these are all things that I enjoy. And I wish that I liked the place. Like, if Monk had a range DPS spec, I would be all about that. Fine, I'll reset my actions. I watch you whenever I'm doing BGs, and I finally got a chance to catch you while you were alive so I could get my emotes. Good luck in your battlegrounds. Hope that you do well. I haven't been doing battlegrounds in a while. They used to be really fun. Browsing Facebook, I found a solid gold toilet. Why would anybody have a golden toilet? Probably just to say that they do. I think that's the only reason why you would have it. Seems like a terrible idea. My favorite heritage armor set. It's gonna be the Void Elf one, I think, for sure. Closely followed by the Lightforged. Lightforged one's good too, but the Void Elf one I think is the best one. How is the All the Things video coming along? Oh man, that one's... I don't know if I'm gonna do a video. I may just like, once I get a little better at using it, I may just show it in streams when I use it. That may be a better way to go about doing it. What's your favorite of the Lunar Excuse me, let me try that again. What is your favorite of the Lunar Festival Flower Crown colors? I really like, and it's funny because I bought the light blue one because I felt like it looked best with my Void Elf's hair. But I really like the one that is, because there's two, there's the dark one, the blue one, and then the two colored ones, and one of the colored ones is a little more saturated. I really like the colorful color one, but they're all pretty. They're all pretty. Has she done PvP pet battles yet? No, you're just gonna have to come back next time and find out. Find out on Fridays. What if I do PvP pet battles and then you just stop coming to my streams? You're like, okay, she did it, we're done. Moving on. Next target. Hey, I just recently started streaming on Twitch. Do you recommend Twitch or YouTube and why? I have the video for you. I have a video where I talk exactly about that question from the perspective of somebody looking to decide which platform to stream on. It talks about why I picked YouTube, but why it may or may not be right for you. So that's my recommendation. Check that out. Just finished Oh My Ghost. Oh, I did just actually, I watched Oh My Ghost right before the one that I just finished. Not your favorite? You don't like the ones where the male lead is a total jerk? Yeah, that's always a little bit off when they're like really verbally abusive. Oh My Ghost just wasn't that bad for it. It was a little bad, but it didn't... I've seen worse ones where the dude is just like a total bad word, and everybody's like, oh, it's so romantic. It's like, no, don't let somebody talk to you like that. That's what I really liked about Strong Girl Bong Soon and then Kim Bok Ju, is they were very much not like that. Are you in the same guild on different servers? No. I am in my home guild with my longtime raiding guild on this server, and then in other servers I'm not in a guild. Oh yeah, I was gonna set myself gold. That's the whole reason I came over here. I wasn't just trying to like reset my options. All right, so I'm sending myself 4K should do it. There we go. Oh no, wrong one. I think that's how I spelled my name. Are you going to show the heritage armor on your Void Elf after you're done with it without the hideous headpiece? I'm definitely gonna pick and choose the different parts. I'm waiting until I'm like done leveling to really decide which parts I want to use. There's hair dye that changes with temperature now. Is there really? That sounds interesting. Have you seen The Handmaiden? No, I have not seen that one yet. Weapon appearance? I don't know. Not a clue. I think it's going to be more of a picking a nice staff in BFA when I'm able to use a staff again, because daggers are really, like, you can hardly see them. They're little. One of these days, your glasses are about to fall? Eh, they're good. I do have, like, when you see me from the side, I look a little goofy because I sit them over top of my headphones, because I get a headache if they, like, if they're crammed underneath my headphones, it hurts. And I don't see any reason to do that when they stay on my face like this. It looks a little bit silly, but that's fine. Alright, so we're going to take our gold, and we're going to go get some mount training. Would you ever level a Nightborn? Yeah, I'm planning on doing a Nightborn. I guess not leveling it per se, but I'm planning on EU, my EU account. I'm setting myself up. I need to unlock them first because I don't have anything done on EU, but I'm going to set myself up with a Nightborn Hunter. That's my plan. Is 4T black or green? It's kind of not either. It's closer to black than green. It's closer to black than green, but it's kind of its own category. Also, fun fact, black tea, green tea, and oolong tea. All from the same plant, just picked at different times. It's kind of like how red, green, and yellow peppers are all from the same plant, just picked at different times. And obviously there's all sorts of different conditions that go into making tea different. Like, there's different variants of the plant, and there's different soils and climates that you can grow the plant in. But generally speaking, same plant. What do you think of 50 Shades of Grey? Not for me. I am happy that other people are happy. I'm not going to shame anybody for watching or reading it, but not my cup of tea for sure. There we go. Wow, 4250. I must be short on rep. I must need more rep. But oh man, there we go. That's the flight speed I was looking for. Oh, that's so good. All right, we got 15 minutes. I feel like I want to be done leveling. Yeah, I feel like I want to be done leveling in the Borean Tundra. Let's not level there anymore. How do Alliance get to Howling Fjord? Do I have to go to... How do Alliance get to Howling Fjord? I don't want to fly across the entire continent. Can't I just take a boat? Vengeance Port. What boat will get me there? Do I take a boat from Darnassus? I haven't done that in a while. Pick a really shiny dagger. How long have you been playing Alliance, and why did you pick that faction? I have been playing Alliance consistently, like without really going back since late mop. I played mop through, I played Horde through mop, but then at the end of it I switched over to Alliance, and I've been there ever since. And mostly I switched because that was the faction that my guild decided we were going to be a guild and raid on. That was the inception of Carbon. But I've always preferred Alliance over Horde. Opinion about Forest Fruits tea. I have never heard of it. After stream, I'm going to try cooking shrimp fried rice. That sounds good. I'm so hungry. I had like a leftover veggie soup for lunch. It was pretty good soup. I made like this leek and potato soup, but I found out I didn't have enough potatoes. So I was like, okay, I need another pound worth of vegetables. So here's 2 carrots. All right, that's half a pound. And I was like, what else can I put in the soup? And the only thing I had was an apple. So I threw an apple in the soup, and it was actually really good. It was like a creamy leek and potato with carrots and apple soup. But my leftovers wasn't very big, and I'm kind of hungry now. The other boat, Menethil Harbor. All right, Stormwind boat. Menethil. Okay, so I need to get to Menethil Harbor because I don't want to fly across the entire continent. I don't want to go to Borean Tundra. I want to go to the Howling Fjord. So we're doing it. Menethil, north. Should we take the tram? Let's take the tram. Let's take the tram. That's always fun. It's funny that the boat in Menethil still works, even though the entire port's just like super flooded. Stormwind has a boat to Howling Fjord. It's the northern one. That one goes to the Borean Tundra. From wetlands. Gotcha. We need a Hazel Chef emote. That's an option. I do have 2 whole emote slots available. I have so many options. If I am gonna open up the Patreon legendary thing, which I'll probably make a post about after this, I think I just want to settle that. Then I may not have a ton of time for the emote thing, because I'll be trying to get through the commissions. But if people can be patient, I think we can probably get emotes out too. What am I doing? We're taking the tram. It's laughing loud enough for me to hear in my room. Finally, I have made it to Well, Commander. It goes to Theramore. All right. Well, let's take a little field trip. I never get a chance to go through here. Oh man. When I've been leveling, I've been going back and forth between Stormwind and Borean Tundra because I like to start my leveling day in Stormwind to do that cooking and fishing daily that I've been doing lately. It's just like a nice, comfortable place to start. And if I'm going to the Howling Fjord, I'm not going to have a good way to do that. I guess I could set my Hearthstone to Dalaran, like old northern Dalaran, because there's still a portal to Stormwind from there. I might do that. Which is funny because then I'm just taking this completely unnecessary route because I could have just flown there. Oh, that's just for the Brawlers Guild. Else has changed. Menethil might have gone to Theramore. They may have they made some changes in Kata. I'm gonna trust you guys. We're gonna get on that boat. We'll see where it goes. South dock to Theramore, north dock to Howling. I see. What class do you think you'll use your boost on? On EU, I have that all sorted out because I needed both boosts. But on North America, I have no idea. I have everything. What else could I possibly need? It might just stay in my account until I decide that I need it for something. First stream, by the way, first stream I actually made it to. Well, I hope you enjoyed the stream, or at least the last little bit of it. We've only got like 10 minutes left. We're just kind of going exploring, trying to get to our next area. You want the right boat in Menethil. Okay. Facing the ocean, right? If I'm facing out, I want the one on the right. Do you like root beer? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm not really a big pop soda person. And if I have to choose a soda, I'm typically going to take like a cola, like a Coke or a Pepsi, or maybe Dr. Pepper. So root beer is not very high on my list, but I don't think it's gross or anything. It kind of tastes like toothpaste to me, which is weird because it doesn't taste anything like toothpaste. Need a hazelnut petal NPC. Took that boat. Menethil works, but sometimes it takes a while for the boat to show up. Well, that's all right. That's all right. We're bonding. Is there a pour you suggest and where you get it from? That's a good question that I probably won't have a good answer for you right now that I can think about, because there are not every pour is beginner friendly. Actually, no, I do have one. There is a pour from a company called Tao of Tea. They're a Portland company, but I believe they'll ship at least within America. I don't know if they ship overseas. They might. And they have a pour called Velour Pour. Let me try and dig up a link. And this isn't affiliate. Nobody paid me for this. They certainly don't pay me. I wish they did. It comes already broken up, because sometimes these teas, the pour ones, you'll buy them in cakes and you need like a tea pick and whatever, but this doesn't worry about any of that. This is beginner friendly. It was very easy to brew, and it was very delicious in a very easily accessible way. Because some of them are, you know, have you ever tried like a really crazy dark like a crazy dark beer, that, like the ones we have here in Portland? I don't like those because they're always gross. But there's like lots of different facets to them, and pour tea can be kind of the same way. It's not instantly for everybody, but it's something that once you've had some of, you like to try new ones and see what's different about them. It's kind of, coffee's the same way. I don't really like coffee, or I guess wine. But let me find this. It's a pour tea. This is a really good tea company. They do have some teas in Amazon. I don't think they sell this one on Amazon. I should double check. I will get a link. All right, so this one, it costs $2.50 an ounce. I would say buy 1 or 2 ounces, assuming that they'll ship it to you. I don't know what their shipping is like, but that is the one I would recommend as a starter pour. I'm going to put it in chat. I will, if I can remember, for the VoD people, if I can remember, I will try and put it in the description of the VoD. I'm going to make a little note on my desktop right now of that link to put in the description of the VoD. But yeah, that is what I would recommend for a starting pour tea. You take a little bit of that, you brew it for like 2 to 3 minutes at like hot water, 200 degrees, boiling even, and that's pretty good. Why do you have 2 accounts? EUNNA is because lots of you guys watching me here from Europe, and I wanted to be able to play with you guys. Or at the very least give out battle pets, like I do battle pet giveaways on, occasionally on stream, but for the most part on my Patreon. And I wanted to be able to reward my European patrons too. What's for dinner? I think I'm going to make tacos. I think I'm going to need to make something, and it's going to need to be something that I don't have to make for a very extended amount of time because I'm kind of hungry. I don't know. I might make sweet and sour shrimp. I might do a sweet and sour shrimp. The shrimp thing kind of got me thinking. Are you Canadian? Yes, I am from British Columbia. Had a healer refusing to heal in LFR. Oh no, it's not what you want. Beer, wine, or liquor? Favorite niches or favorites? So if I'm drinking, which I always encourage people, if you're going to drink responsibly, be smart. If I'm drinking, I prefer cider. Cider is my first pick. I love ciders. I love trying different ciders. I love like craft ciders. I love small company ciders. I love weird ciders made with bizarre things. I love cider. Wine is fine. I will drink wine. I won't know the difference between cheap wine and expensive wine. So when I'm drinking wine for like a middle-aged mom style bubble bath or whatever, it's probably just gonna be like a cheap box wine because it tastes just fine to me. Beer is a no for me. I will drink it to be polite, but I will never enjoy it. And then for liquor, if I'm going for liquor and I'm mixing drinks, I really like rum. And rum seems to sit best with me. So I'll mix rum with stuff, or sometimes I'll just do it straight. But oh, I want this boat. I want that boat. Come back. Yeah, turn so I can catch up. We're playing the angles. This is some esports boat catching. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Cheers. What server do you play on? Lightbringer. You like drinking bitter ale since it tends to be a lower percentage, and I don't hate my life in the morning. That's true. Whenever I do drink, I always make sure to go really hard on the water, because that's the number one thing I found, at least at my age. I'm sure it'll get worse when I get older, but it's the number one thing I found for reducing your hangover is drink a ton of water, not just at the end of the night, but in between your drinks. And also, I don't really want to ruin my skin with alcohol, so staying hydrated is important. Who's here? You can't finish. Are you leveling an EU account too? I'm using the boost that came with the purchase of WoW on the EU account for my EU account. I'm gonna have to level my Nightborn Hunter from 100 to 110 once I boost it. But I need to unlock Nightborn first. There's a lot of stuff I have to do. Page not found on the website. Oh no! But I was just there. I just grabbed that link. Let me see if Amazon carries it. Velour. That was the first one I ever bought from them. It was good. No, they don't carry it. Ugh. I'm sorry, that sucks. I don't know what happened. I don't know what went wrong with the link. Let me scroll down to the bottom, catch up again. Nice job catching the boat. Rank 1 boat catching. You're on Vancouver Island. The snow is not really sticking, but it is constantly snowing. We actually had some snow stick here in Portland pretty recently. Oh yeah, this is where I wanted to be. Making the boat last minute is the best feeling. No, on EU I play in Draenor. But play is a generous word. I've done very little so far. Have you played an RP server? I used to play exclusively on RP servers. I used to do nothing but. I used to play on Feathermoon. NA. Need an EU realm command now? He's asking EU. I do. I should add that in. What class do you recommend I make my High Mountain Tauren? What classes can they be? Hang on. Let me see a list. High Mountain Tauren races. Oh my god, guys, I'm so hungry. If I put the rice on like right away. Something that I actually do when I'm cooking is every night when I go to cook dinner, the first thing I do when I get in the kitchen is I get a snack. Like, not even a snack of the thing that I'm making, but just like I'll eat like a cookie or like a candy bar if I have one of those, or like some crackers or something, because I get so hungry when I'm cooking that it makes it hard to stand up. So I always start cooking by eating. So now I have to try and plan out my, all right, available classes. Druid, Hunter, Monk, Shaman, Warrior. Shaman. Should be a High Mountain Tauren Shaman. If I had to pick for you, I'd say Shaman. I like that. Haven't played WoW since Wrath. Is it a good time to get in? Yeah. I think it's a good time. I think BFA is going to be a really good time. If you come back now, you'll be able to catch up on doing some unlocks for BFA. But you could also just kind of wait until BFA. I think it's hilarious that High Mountain Druid travel forums have the same model as their class mount. That is kind of funny. Warrior is another good one. Save making Druid for Zandalari trolls. They have the best travel forms and forms in general. Man, I'm gonna be a little sad about Zandalari trolls when they happen, because I will already have made my Horde character in Nightborn. All right, you know what we're gonna do? Oh, this guy, stop! Stop! He won't stop. Oh, it's actually not coming up. I'm right clicking on him. Nothing is happening. Can you? Oh, there we go. That was weird. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna find ourselves a nice inn. We're gonna find ourselves a nice place to sit. This looks like an inn. I see a stein on the cover. That's good. The cover? The sign. I see a stein on the sign. Find ourselves a nice seat. Get ourselves a little bit of a team here. Of all one, let's make a humanoid team again, because, you know, at this rate I will be. We're gonna get Savix in here because we're repping the shirt today. We're gonna get this. I'm gonna lose, by the way. I never win these. Sure. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Here, this is why I don't PvP pet battle. I don't know what I'm doing. You're peppy? I'm pretty peppy. I save all of my peppiness for videos and streams, so I'm fairly unpeppy outside of them. Run out of his range, try again. What was the show on Netflix that you're watching while doing WoW? I talk about this actually on the vlog. If I'm playing WoW and watching, I can't watch anything with subtitles because I can't do both. But there's a show called Galavant. Galavant. It's on Netflix. It's amazing. It's like a funny musical. I've seen it like 5 times. It's the best thing ever. Hard to hear you when you face that monitor. Yeah, for sure. That's why I've made sure to set up chat on this monitor so that when I'm reading, you'll be able to see me. And I'll try and remember to yell when I'm faced that way. I want to be able to transmog white quality gear as well. Yeah, I can see it. When I try to pet battle, I always get one shot. I mean, are you trying to pet battle max level pets with level 1 pets? Because you do want to do it with pets that are of the same level. My wife loves that show. It's the best. I have made so many people watch it. Oh, man. It didn't run very long, right? There's 2 seasons, and that's a good amount. But I'm very sad that it didn't get renewed again. Because I would watch that show long past it not being funny anymore, if I could. Alright, let's see what we got. So far, nothing. It might load one of these days. I have more tea. There we go. Alright, so we've got Undead, Magic, Beast. Alright. Let's just start with this guy. The undead pet is going to hurt all of my dudes because I'm all humanoid, so this is going to suck. Also, I feel like if you do PvP pet battles in stream, there is a very real possibility of getting stream sniped because of the nature of, I guess I have a bit of delay in my stream. And do I want to swap? No. Yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah. Oh, you're done. Oh. We didn't even get to do it. Maybe he didn't want to fight my Mercolot. You have Mercolot? Yeah! I'm probably using the wrong abilities on him just to trigger you. I don't know what the strat is, but I do have a Mercolot. You need to watch my video on all the tier 1 pets. Isn't that video like 40 minutes long though? You're right, I still should watch it. I like your nose, thanks. It works good. How long have you been going? I've been streaming for, we're about done. We're about done. We're gonna do this. Oh, we got a moth. Oh, somebody's doing birds. Okay, this should be actually potentially fair. Neither of us like hard counter the other. I need to be careful with my Mercolot because he is the only one who has a magic attack. I didn't choose that consciously, but it's happened now. So you're gonna Wild Winds. It's fine. The first attack gets eaten by the shield. Should I just stick on this? No, I don't want to stick on this dude. I don't want to use that. I don't want to use that either. I guess I'll do this. So that's gonna hurt a little bit. I don't want to eat up all of those shields with the thing, but I also didn't want to eat too many Shattered Defenses rounds. So I'm gonna do this. He might swap now, actually. If he does swap... Are you gonna swap? I like that armor that they put him in. They put you in, like, fake transmog when you fight people, but they also let you see their pet nicknames. This person is not nicknamed any of their pets. And then I'm gonna slap him with another fish. Sure, why not? And... kills me inside to see you not using its OP abilities. Yeah, I don't even know what the OP ability is. This is why I don't do PvP pet battles. They're designed just to trigger you specifically. Do you have a Sandstone Drake? I sure do. I farmed out the recipe for it too. I didn't buy mine. I got on my Alchemist I got on my Archaeologist and I farmed until I got the recipe, and then I got on my Alchemist, and then I farmed until well, it was the same character, but I farmed until I got the mats. It was rough. It was a long day. All right, you're faster. You're gonna kill me, aren't you? You're gonna call darkness into my Shattered Defenses. Oh, you're gonna kill me without it. Drat! I wanted to get my bubble up. Oh well. Will there be a Squirrel Squad guild on your U account that we can join? I don't know. The only reason I kind of don't want to is because if I set up a guild, then every time I log on to like get a pet for a European like Patreon winner, is I'm gonna be online and I'll be in a chat channel, and if people want to talk to me, it's not always, it's never gonna be a good time to like chat with people. I like chatting with you guys here, like on streams. I don't really like chatting in game just because there's always something else that I've been setting out to do, and I don't like splitting my attention like that. So I don't think so. Its OP ability is Righteous Inspiration. Oh, that's the thing that what does it do? Righteous Inspiration. No, not following. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I can smack him now. Alright, so he's down 2 and I'm down almost 2. I think I'm still gonna be slower even after he loses his speed buff, so I may as well just die. It's the only pet in the game that can use it. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Riddler's Worm mount. I do have the Riddler's Worm. No, there's no Squirrel Squad guild in the NA account either. No. And the guild that I do play in is not open to the public, so please do not harass my guildmates to get in. We're not open to that. I like having a place where I can just kind of be off a little bit. Which classes don't you like to play? Death Knight. Death Knight's never been my favorite. I've tried, and it's just never really been my thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's just not. I've never really liked playing melee, honestly. Melee, you're very up in the business. You're very, you know, there's bosses like right in your face. I don't know how melee actually see anything. No. Okay, how do you on B tag? I'm gonna go, I mean, I have people on my European B tag, but I'm probably not gonna be appearing online all that much. And I do not add people to my North American B tag. If I'm on WoW, I'm often working. And I always feel bad telling people I can't talk to them. So I like setting times like this on stream where I can sit down and talk to you guys. Or like in places like on Twitter where I can talk to you guys on my own time. But I don't like talking to people in game. Did you get the DK pets? I did, and that's the reason why I have a DK. I paid for a boost for my Death Knight back before like the BFA pre-order, otherwise I would have used it for that. But I paid for a boost for that Death Knight just to I don't know why I jumped out that window, just to get him leveled up to get the pets. And yeah. Did we lost, right? Yeah, I died. Whoops. I actually missed the end of that. Have you checked out the customization yet? No, I might do a video. Should I check out the stuff in a video like reaction style, or should I just like show the options off? Because I feel like if people want to see the options, they're better off just looking at the customizer themselves rather than watching somebody tab through it in a video. So maybe I can like have a discussion, like a video where I'm on there and I'm on camera, and maybe not so much reacting because I'm not going to be like, oh, hair, unless it's like really good. But maybe we can just like talk about them, or I can talk about them to myself. When harass your guild is just running. No, of course not. Of course not. There's some people have. Not you. Some people have. If you were alone on an island and you can take 5 things, what would you take? If we're assuming that I'm not allowed to bring any of these, I'm not allowed to like cheat and use something that can get me off the island, like a satellite phone. You probably want survival stuff, right? Like, I'm assuming nobody is setting me up with a cabin. Like, I probably want something that I can use to get some water. Something I can use to help me find some food. React to new pets in the alpha. Also, sell me your Mercolot. I'll pay you 50 for it. React to new pets. I mean, I did kind of. Like, I did the video talking about the new data mined pets. Like, the actual, in the alpha, the pet list has barely anything in there that wasn't there before. Sandstone Drake, where do you get it from? The Sandstone Drake is crafted by alchemy. You can purchase it on the auction house. It is BOE. If you would like to craft it, the recipe is a rare drop from archaeology. So if you're actually trying to craft it for yourself, there's a couple of different steps to it. It starts with doing Oldham archaeology, Tolvier archaeology for the recipe. It's rare. It's a rare drop out of the canopic jar that is a rare craft. So you're really better off just buying one in the auction house. Void Elf is level 70. Magcar female hairstyles are some of the most unique horde hairstyles. Might be worth a reaction video. All right. I will definitely consider that. I need to find videos that take me less than a day to make because I really need to get ahead in videos. Right now I've been putting out about 1 video per weekday, and it takes me about a whole weekday, including evenings, to make the video. So I need to make a couple of shorter ones so that I can just make a bunch, get them scheduled, and then work on the longer ones without having to skip any days, basically. Also, if I get them uploaded earlier, that means they can get demonetized and remonetized before they go out, because as it stands, all of my videos are getting demonetized, and they all get reapproved, but it's like 2 days or so without any ad revenue, and it's annoying. Tips for new healers: make sure that you're really comfortable with your bars, like your party frames and your raid frames. For dungeon healing specifically, I would say use raid style party frames like this, and then I like to have class colors, and I like the frames to be really big. And then the next piece of advice I have is set up, either with an add-on or I just use macros for this, set up mouse over macros, so that when you heal things, you just mouse over the frame. You don't have to click it. You press the button, and that will heal that person. Then you mouse over to a different frame. It saves a lot of time. It saves a lot of clicks, and you'll be much faster once you get used to it. It's very easy to get used to. Okay, I gotta go. I'm like 10 minutes over, and I'm starving. So thank you guys for coming to the stream. I'll be streaming again Tuesday morning. We're gonna be doing mount runs as always on the EU stream, and look out for new videos from me next week because I do those. Thank you so much for watching. The VoD for this will be up tomorrow, and I will try to get a fixed link to that tea in the description for it. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.